Ah. Forget my thought.
Muncie out in the middle of nowhere.
Dallas,
Sup, bro?
can you charge your phone in your chair or nah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. What do you think this is? This chair. This is like sitting in a hot tub time machine, Carabas.
So your regular standard time machine, I think. Yeah. Just a standard ass,
Got it all.
basic ass time machine.
All right. Chuck Moe.
It is World Series Game 3. Charlie Morton versus Walker Bueller. How are the seats? They are fantastic.
The Hollywood Heater.
They were worth the 3-month wait that it took to get here. So I'm very happy. They're very comfortable. We're reclining right now. We got the
Oh,
LED.
wow. Oh, gave it to him. Mookie not
Oh,
happy.
yeah, we in sync? Easy out.
Tell me what happens.
Ground out.
Oh, yeah, see. All right, you gotta hit delay again.
How far ahead are you?
Ground out right now.
You are a peasant.
Joy!
You have peasant cable.
Joy! So pause it up. 11 seconds. Let's go.
I'm on a different TV, so you're going to have to measure that one out. I don't know that it's 11 seconds. That felt shorter than 11 seconds to me.
Okay, hold on. Well, let's get it going here. Also, do you have Rough and Rowdy up?
No. I mean, yeah.
All right. Swing, and I started it.
Wait, no. No, that's not how that works. I'm supposed to tell you when the ball hits the mitt, that's when you start, and then when the ball hits the mitt for you, that's when you stop.
Well, then tell me.
Ball.
Yeah, it's still 0-2 for me. I already hit. Yeah, so 12 seconds.
That sucks. You are poor. You are. I don't even know if I want to do this stream with you anymore because of the lack of money that you have.
You're lucky I'm letting you on the same internet airwaves as myself.
Oh, man.
J Mac or Kyle Mack, how we doing? I was looking at Jeff above you. Drink every time Troy goes full split. Let's have one. I gotta go get the cerveza. Dun dun. Dun dun.
All right. What do we got? Let's see how in sync we are.
I'm looking at the umpires right now.
Same. Okay.
Looking at Turner.
So I might be like a second or two ahead. We'll see. Just say mitt when you got mitt.
Mitt.
Like 2 seconds.
Pause it for another second. Come on, that's just too big of a delay. That's way too big of a delay. Just bam, bam. Boom, perfect. Mitt. Oh, yeah. Look at it.
It's close.
You didn't even do it.
Yes, I did. All right, do it one more time.
All right. Mitt, that was
It's like a second.
That was gross right there. That was gross. Omar, we cleared that up. We didn't have a dog. We don't have a dog in this fight here, Omar.
I just clicked pause and play 3 times after that, so we should be pretty in sync.
That pitch right there was filthy. Oh no!
Oh, now you're ahead of me.
Rochete Rojo! No, no, no! Viva Lucky! No! Bomba! Bomba para Rochete Rojo! Wow! They're on him early, Carabas. They're on him early. Chuck Momo Mo! Oh. Tell Papa Rocket. Fastballs and real estate, Papa Rocket. What do they have in common? Location, location, location. We gots to have it. Primo or nothing at all.
Must be the bed.
Oh, my.
The split by Choi.
What we drinking? Great Whites. I got to go get the... Hey! Stay there. Oh. I have a face tat in Rough and Rowdy? Oh, he's wearing it. Hey! Oh, man. Man, Carabas. Do they just not even have a body to left of second base against Max Muncy right now?
I don't know.
J.R. Rowland currently at the game. Oh, no. Oh. JR, picture it didn't happen, liar. All right, we need to get a... Jay Hads, love it. As soon as they legalize growth, I'm back. The way I look at it, this arm hasn't had any miles on it since 2011-ish. So it's like I parked a Ferrari in a garage for a while, or maybe a DeLorean, or like a Camry, like maybe a Camry or a...
E.
All right, so like a Corolla, like a decent Corolla that ran well, gently used. Hey!
How are you still ahead of me?
Barely. I called that before he called it. I'll tell you right when the ball hits the glove.
What count do you got right now?
0-2. Gone.
Wait, what? When you said gone, that's when there was strike 3?
I don't know what you're talking about. Win, right? Yeah.
So you're like 5. What the fuck?
I don't think we're that far off. Like, oh my, these are some haymakers from these boys in the ring right now. Is that Smitty again? Muncie, Knock, Smitty, Punchy. Correct? Correct. Johnsonville. All right. Chuck Moe for the home squad. What surgery is that what that said? What surgery did I have? Which one? I had multiple surgeries. I had 2 reconstructions and then some bone work done as well. I had what is known as a chondral defect, or I have. So imagine the head of your humerus looks just like an ice cream scoop on one side. It's supposed to be full and solid, like a ball, but instead it's an ice cream scoop. There's just no bone or anything in there. That's how I pitched until I couldn't pitch like that anymore. I love what they've done with the new ring cards at Rough and Rowdy. I'm paying attention to that tonight as well.
What now?
The ring cards. All right. Let's go get a survey.
I might have an adult beverage or two tonight.
Yeah, hey, why not? We got Padre Rocket in the house. Let's get it.
Friday.
Ain't got no job. Ain't got shit to do. Oh. Get the ball down. When's the last time you heard that? Do you know how unconventional that sounds from a guy who had that just beat in to my head? Beat in, I'm talking drilled into your head.
Yeah.
By any means necessary, do not get this ball up in the strike zone. It will become a souvenir, like fucking right now. And now, here we are talking about you got to get this guy that throws 100 miles an hour down in the zone if you want to hurt him. And that just, it's ridiculous on so many fronts because, one, we're talking about a starting pitcher working from 96 or so to 100 and wanting to see that down in the zone because that's when you're going to have the shot to get him. Like, what? Like, I don't even recognize this game. These guys are just absolute freak shows. Some loud noise. Let's go. Ball out. Bluffing out. Somebody asked about predictions earlier. There's your 97 down. I have the Dodgers winning this game. I have Walker Buehler dealing in this game. That's what I got. That's what I got. Michael, you having one? At a babe. Hey. Yeah. Miss up, ERA goes up. Sure. And a lot of that comes from if you don't have, and the reason why it works is because look at Buehler's stuff. Like, look at that shit. Come on.
That's silly.
And that's paint. That is paint, too. Just ripping Cuervos right now. Just hear that thing pouring into the strike zone. But with this kind of gas power right there, 90, come on, like that's up in the zone. You don't have time to get to that. That's exactly why it's okay for him to pitch almost middle thigh above, because he's going to be working that spinner right off that. Caught it. Shit. Mowing Carabas.
What did I have, Matt? I had him at 7 shut, 4 hits, no walks, 11 strikeouts.
You had 11 and I had 9. Freaking pen. Crime of Nittling.
What are you looking for?
My pen, my writing utensil.
I was going to say. It's a family show. It's a family show.
What did Meadows do? He popped out, right? Or did he ground out? Or did he punch out too? He didn't punch out. Go back and look.
He grounded out to Muncy.
3-2.
Why do I feel like there's a bunch of interviews from this past spring that we just didn't put out? Like, I feel like that Muncy one didn't even go out either.
Are you sure it didn't go? I feel like it did.
Muncy?
Yeah. But hey, did you see the list of
Yes.
Okay.
Shout out to Bryn. Bryn took the time to come up with a list of 2-time starting 9 guests so that we know who is eligible for the dog calendar.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, see, people are saying that Muncy didn't come out.
What happened?
People are saying that Muncy did not come out. Yeah, Max Muncy was on episode 85 with Walker Buehler, and then we did another one this spring, and that never came out.
I could have swore it did.
I just looked it up. It did not come out. If you type in starting 9 Max Muncy, all you get is episode 85.
Well, we got to fix that. We got to pump that out. Did you tweet the stream?
I
got to switch my internet.
Yeah, no, that never came out. The hell's that about? That was a good interview too.
Stayed inside. I'm riding high. Chuck Mo, early contacts. What you need, babe? Right back on the saddle. Nobody hurt. One nothing. You got to score to win, Garibus. Got to score to win, Rays. Got to score to win. Get Chuck Mo right back on track. Cheers, Jakob. For those taking in rough and rowdy, somebody's dad is getting their ass beat right now in the middle of the ring. That ball is outside. Who do we
Where do
have?
you have this pulled up?
What's that?
I just went to the website and like the World Series watch party with Starting Nine is huge on top of the blog. It's like, well,
Let's
where's
go. Cheers from Canada, Quebec City. What are they drinking in Quebec? It's not Molson. Fuck. Oh, it's not Kokanee. Is it Kokanee? Kokanee's fucking great. What are you guys drinking in Quebec? What's the name of it? What's the name of that beer? What?
Molson.
They love Molson too?
I think they like Molson.
Expo Tears.
What else do they have in Montreal?
Yeah, he did. Oh, look at Zanino. Candy hot, baby. Spin to win, Chuck Mo. Vamo. Bam. On a yammer, too. St. Ambrose. Chugging maple syrup. Hey. Who's a MVP candidate for you, Carabas?
Too soon. You're in game 3 and they're even. We've got no standout performances. Brandon Lau, 2-homer game. Clayton Kershaw looked nice in game 1. Outside of that, I don't think you can give the MVP to a pitcher for just one good start, and I don't think you can give it to a position player for one good game. But those would be your guys, I guess.
Because you just don't know how this series goes.
Right.
You could have a Game 7 hero, and that could be your MVP.
Yeah.
Because I'd love nothing more than for Choi to just
I know you do.
Unload and do magical things. Did you have an adult beverage or are you just throwing that around? What are you doing? You just tickling me.
You see me get up?
No.
Okay.
So what do we got? We got a commercial? Let's go. What kind of hospitality are you showing Papa Rocket right now? Get the man a beverage.
He's got one. Hmm? Yeah. No.
Yeah, you get your Choi shirt. Be luck. Send me a photog. Brandon Lau, 50 to win 11 hun. It's a good start. I mean, he hits another important jack, and hey.
Turner?
No, Lau. What else are we what's our whiskey? What do you have? Irish whiskey with what? Strawberries? What the hell? I have never heard of that. You just throw are you already shit faced is what you're telling us? Oh, Big Easy's down. Rough and Rowdy. Is there anybody here watching Rough and Rowdy as well? Do we have any triple offenders? The R&R, World Series Game 3, and streamers? Streamers. Michael, I got love for the Great North, Michael. I got love for the Great North. I mean, there's just nothing better. There's just nothing better than Rough and Rowdy. I'm not going to lie. Choi, here we go. Queso. That's just thunder.
Can you live bet
And that
World Series MVP right now?
Yeah, I think so. That's what which
Can you bet on Choi? Like, what are the odds on Choi got to be like he's got to be the steal of that field. Like, who are the like? It's probably like Mookie's probably still like one of the favorite, if not the favorite, to bet it right now. Live bet Choi right now. You won't. Do you have the fucking balls to live bet Choi as the World Series MVP right now?
If I was in Pennsylvania, I would absolutely do that.
You would?
Because I would be gambling responsibly.
Right.
Oh. I feel like he's geared for that hammer. He's waiting on it. Just going to try to maybe foul the fastball off, fight it off if you can. Just waiting on the spinner.
Donald Trump, Communist Democrats.
Wait. Does Rough and Rowdy not come with Barstool Gold anymore?
Paint. That ball just. Thank you. That ball just. Boom, extra gear.
How the fuck do you watch Rough and Rowdy?
Go to barstoolsports.com.
Yeah. And?
Oh, I figured you would know, seeing as how you work for Barstool Sports.
I work for Barstool Sports. I don't work for a fight promotion. Then I thought it used to come with Barstool Gold.
I don't know. I still get spam email from Barstool.
I don't know.
Oof.
I
mean, Bueller is feeling it. It is absolute fuzz right now. Just fuzz.
How stupid do you feel right now for predicting that he'd give up even one run?
Not at all. I mean,
look
what happened to Charlie. Look what happened to Charlie Morton.
So what? 99. See you the fuck later. Oh, man.
I mean, and it is dialed up right now.
MLB Network has 1.6 million Twitter followers. And we have more viewers than them.
I don't know what you're talking about. For what?
Like, right now, they're doing a live stream.
Fucking Wendell. Mr. Wendell. Come on, kid. See, like 0-2. What if you're at home right now thinking about this? 0-2. What do you want? 100 miles an hour, right down the middle. Let's say you could have that, or do you want 84 dropping off the table? What do you think you have a better chance of hitting? Let me answer that for you. Neither. Joey Wendell didn't even have time to finish his swing. I'm going to swing shit that's already off my bat. But see, the difference in the score right now is that Wendell just wasn't on time. He's on time. He drives it out that way. It's 1-1, and we're looking at Walker Buehler like, that really just happened? Oh, can't do that because then I can't see the chat. Wow, I just went full screen in your grill.
What'd you do?
Sent the chat to full screen, or I sent this damn thing to full screen. Boom! Anybody taking a great weight gainer right now? Who's taking a good weight gainer right now?
Are you saying you're a skinny bitch right now? Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much.
Same. I can't wait for the season to be over so I can just like put on 35 pounds of muscle this off season.
I'm thinking about squatting again.
Yeah,
Thinking about squatting.
I love that. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
My back hurts though. I'm eating DiGiorno. It's not getting it done for me.
What was I gonna say?
I mean, I used to be crushing like 6,000 calories a day.
Yeah, what happened?
Like quit getting paid to be athletic. Quit running and having to lift my legs. Javi, no toppers, bro. Dude, I was all over the Toppies train, and then there was like three outings in a row for toppers where they shit down my leg. If you kind of pick up what I'm putting down, had to bench him. Had to bench him. Good. Tried to run him back out there. You know what? That was just a bad start. Nope. Ran him back out there again. Nope. Not good.
I'm gonna get a headband. What kind of headband should I get?
Starting 9 headband.
We don't have starting 9 headbands.
So
Jared looks like the type of guy that has every piece of gear on but can't play or start. That's true. I was a big gear guy. I had all the fighting necklaces, the wristbands, the arm sleeves, eye black, sunglasses. Didn't play.
fighting. Do I have my? Oh no, I don't have them up here. I have them in my house. I rocked a fight necklace like twice. I wore them during BP and shit.
I wore them all the time. Literally all the time. I like wore them to parties. I wore them everywhere.
Nasty. He gets that bad boy rolling, man. It is not going to be easy for the Rays, or excuse me, for the Dodgers to square that business up. Especially if he starts getting some life on the cheese biscuit coming. Hey! Milky round 2. Here we go. Homeboy just gets smoothed out and rough and rowdy. Sure did. No.
We can get Snell in the pod.
Oh. Hey! talking about the mound.
Why did this chat take a turn to discussing my sex life? Where did that?
Where are we at here? Let me catch up. I didn't know we were.
Yeah.
What do we got going here? It's going to be a quick conversation. My prediction: 7-1 Dodgers. Jared might be a virgin.
Could be. When I was in college one time, I was making out with some chick in her car outside of the house, and my dad came out because he thought that we were like gonna rob the house or like break in or something.
And you're just fogging up the windows.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He had his he plays half ball. You know what half ball is?
No, I'm assuming now it's some knockoff version of some other sport like candlepin bowling, not real bowling, but bowling.
Candlepin is real bowling.
No, but what is this a version of?
Baseball, but it's you play it with like a broomstick almost, and then it's like
What'd you call it?
a broomstick.
No. What's the name of the game?
Half ball.
Okay, so like is it played with a half ball?
Yeah, it's like a rubber ball that's probably about like this big.
But I mean, is it a full sphere or is it a semi-sphere?
Yeah, you would it's a hollow rubber ball that's this big, and then you cut it in half, and you throw it with just the rubber ball.
Gotcha. Yeah, so like in the street, like in LA, well, not LA really, but in Oakland, stickball was a thing. Obviously, New York out there on the East Coast, stickball was a thing, but they play it with like a racquetball.
Yeah, see, like people are saying it's stickball. No, it's not.
Yeah, no, those are
Stickball
two
plays
very
a full
different
ball.
things for sure. Two very different things. I'm trying to think of what Columbia. I played with two kids who were of Mormon faith and had been on a mission and were back and were pitchers at Texas Tech. And they played a game over there where they would take the top of any bottle cap that they could find and play and hit. But the rule was if you were able to stop the bottle cap or the cap of whatever you were playing with, if you were able to stop that before it stopped rolling itself, then that was an out. And like that's how you tallied score. That I promise you would be a really cool, like a documentary that would be cool that you think, oh, there's not much there. The variations of playing baseball in different locations in the world.
Yeah.
All I need is a fucking media company to just say, Dallas, go do this.
Go do this.
Go do this. Bring us back all of your fucking genius, Dallas. Bring that back to us. Got invited to a cricket game.
I don't know if I'd like cricket.
You would absolutely love cricket because you just have to make contact. Like that's all you got to do.
I don't get it.
Right. That's why it's perfect for you.
Because I don't get it?
Yeah, like you just stand there, hit the ball when it comes in. Got it?
I guess.
Cool. Done.
How hard is it to hit the ball?
Very hard.
Yeah. Like, isn't it like fucking highlight?
No. You've got to protect the wickets.
I don't know.
So you take your hack, and that ball can go anywhere. And then you have to run back and forth between wickets. And that scores.
Sounds stupid.
It's pretty cool. Shit lasts for a week. Like the abbreviated games, the expedited games last like 2 days or 12 hours.
Sounds terrible. Does not sound like a good time at all.
You know what I've noticed about Chucky Moe here?
What?
Kind of slowing it down a bit, being a little more deliberate. Why does it look like Robbie Fox is boxing right now without his glasses on? Like a heavier Robbie Fox? Turner turning it up on that MVP candidacy. Singer trucking around and Rosa right now, but makes a throw, hits a cutoff, and his Singer's going to cruise into third and hold. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh.
Has there ever been a? Oh yeah, no, there hasn't.
What?
I was gonna say, has there ever been a cycle in the World Series, but Brock Holt's cycle is the first cycle in postseason history?
Congrats to Robbie Fox on his rough and rowdy victory.
Did you pay $20 for this?
Yeah.
I thought for sure because I have Barstool Gold. It's like, all right, I can.
Wait. Come on. Do you think they're giving me a code? You think they're giving me a link? Yeah, I did. In and down, pounding it in and down.
Fuck is my password?
You struggling right now?
Yeah. Like if it's not a website that remembers your password, then I'm never getting back in.
People are saying Barstool Gold's not a thing any longer, Jared.
That's not true.
Ooh. Ooh. That's right. 3-2, runners in scoring position. Take advantage of him trying to get big. Got to be a little higher than high, though. Got to be higher than high. That was not high enough.
Yikes. All right. I mean, that's ball game.
Yeah, it's what it feels like, right?
Yeah.
It's exactly what it feels like. Wego. Especially with the way Walker Buehler is just absolutely chucking fuzz right now. Oh, man. I don't know that it's too early to say it's over. I understand what you're saying, but that's why you think about the way that Walker is throwing the baseball right now. Really no signs of slowing down. And it just doesn't feel like Doesn't feel like the Rays are mounting those innings like we were talking about earlier.
No.
But it is. It's just the third inning. Bueller's been out there twice.
Doesn't feel like okay.
There you go. Reel it in.
That's scary.
Chuck Mo. Need a Cerveza.
I'm gonna get my half moon. Probably not. He's uncultured. Uncultured swine he is. There we go.
Chat was popping, chat. I hate to feel like the Rays have already missed their window of opportunity, but it kind of feels that way. Kind of feels that way. Still doesn't mean Choi can't go deep, right? Plenty of time for that. Inuest. What kind of beer? Lost Coast Brewery. So I spit all over the microphone. Look him up. Lost Coast Brewery. Great Whites. Yeah, drinking game for the chat. What do we need? Bueller punchies. No. Bueller punches on fastballs. What are we at now? 4? Or did we say every time we hear the word bullpen? Fastballs that end in Ks. Ks that end in fastballs, for those who aren't dyslexic. And every time we hear the word bullpen. And appeals. I like that. Appeals. Done.
What?
Bottles fit to be popped. What'd you do? Did you just go nuke some salmon?
No.
Dallas, would I ever do rough and rowdy? Jared knows this answer. Jared knows the only two people that I would ever even entertain stepping into the ring with at rough and rowdy. Ever. What are you eating? Was that a donut?
No.
Yeah, every time a baseball takes flight in this game, we're drinking. Smitty? I love Smitty. I got no beef with Smitty at all. Love me some General Smitty. Oh, shit. Did you read that article on Willie Adames talking to Mookie? It's about how much he respects Mookie. Nice play, JT. Great play by Muntz on the back end.
Willie Adames is great.
I'm going
But
to show you this. Hold on. They're going to show you this replay, hopefully. You're going to see this ball, Justin Turner fields behind him. This ball picks up speed off the dirt. And that's not an easy play. And especially for Muncy on the back end to have to work the bag, go into foul territory. They're not going to show you that, Bush. Please don't cry. Ball down.
What pick did the A's have in the draft?
20th? I don't know. Queso
He's
down.
challenging everybody.
What's that?
He's challenging everyone. Like, here it is, hit it.
Well, fuck, man. It feels good coming out. Now he's got like that 3-run lead feels like a 5-run lead to him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just fastball, 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 fastball.
yeah. I'm going to be done with this beer in 2 minutes. Ooh, fight him off. Kiermaier, sneaky gutsy performance. Sneaky gutsy outing. Me, context. Sup? That wrist, you're just not sure how much that wrist hurts. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. Check him. Oh, but the stylish mask from the umpire. Little seams on the face.
How many consecutive four-seamers has he thrown?
I don't know.
It's at least like 8 or 9.
That's a strike. I need that. I want that. Oh, that is stroked. See, Jared, just one of those away, buddy. He keeps that shit fair. It's 1-0.
I know.
That was a fucking missile.
But I told you, it's the lunch money homers.
Well, where are we at here? Like, we're starting to work our way towards the bottom of this lineup. So, second time around, we might see him start to spin that breaker to avoid the.
Yeah. I mean,
hey, remember, chat, the caveat to not punching out on the fastball high was if they take a fastball high for ball 4, that's a double drink. I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
What was I going to say?
Probably alive. You can't remember.
Oh, Jesse in the chat predicted a perfect game, and he immediately walked Kiermaier.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Can't be throwing shit out there like that.
How many Zaz would it take for you to lose in a fight? 1. Zaz, like, he might not be tall, but he's like $185.
Who's slandering Zal right now?
Well, I mean, like most people in his position, height-wise, you probably could be able to take in a fight, multiple, but not Zaz. Zaz built different.
Yeah, you're talking about a guy who walked to school in the fucking Serengeti both ways uphill in the snow.
Yeah.
You want any fucking part of that? No.
No.
No, you don't. They quite literally don't make them like Za here in America.
No.
Za, I absolutely fucking, I love him because like the first, the first interaction I ever had with Za was, JT
What pick?
doing work. Justin Turner is the constant gardener. Raking. Digging. Look at the glove work. Okay. That's not an Olay. That's not an Olay. Balls hit that hard. That's what you got to do. But Za, the first interaction I have with him, he's umpiring. And
yeah.
but the visual for me is hilarious because I'm standing back there, or I'm not even on the mound. I'm on fucking flat ground or whatever. And I got your ass back there. And Za, who's just like standing up, like he doesn't have to go into any sort of crowds, doesn't have to.
The best part of that video.
But no, the best part is Dave swings at a pitch and Za goes, ball. And Dave's like, Za, fucking work with me, Za. I swung. So good.
You have to be somewhat impartial here. Like I swung and missed at that one.
Yeah. Yeah, like Za knew to just call everything a ball, but he missed out on that one part. Oh, so good. Between like, I feel like I was sitting in the office when Willie threw the basketball at him too, and just fucking took him out. One of the best clips ever. But Za, like, how long was he at the office when he got up on the desk and just reamed Smitty?
15 minutes, not even.
I mean, just reamed Smitty. I fucking love.
Which is crazy because that's just so not Za.
No, right. I mean, not like, well, not as you know him, right? And like as you get to know his personality and you just know him as, you know how like caring he is, just what a good dude he is. And like he's not just randomly putting anybody in his crosshairs. And he fucking absolutely squared Smitty up day one.
I mean, he made an impact, got himself a job.
Sure fucking did.
And then yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Za is on the board for CCK. And Dave interrupted the show to announce that Za has a new 2-year deal with Barcelona.
Yeah, saw that.
He's the best.
Couldn't happen to a better dude. What does my shirt say?
It's a half moon.
Today we all wear 42. I believe Routine Baseball makes this t-shirt, I believe.
No free ads.
No free ads. See, here's Chuck Mo spinning the bender early, trying to avoid the ambush as well. Oh, well. That is hammered. That is absolutely hammered. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray's just not making much noise, man.
Tampa?
Ooh. Chris Taylor. That's an angry hack.
That's probably one of my favorite baseball terms.
What?
Gangster hack.
It's a fucking gangster hack. Like OGs use that term.
Yeah. Like, especially when it's not like someone that should be doing it.
Yeah. Like
like if Choi's up there taking a gangster hack.
Just a super aggressive helicopter finish.
Yeah.
Bernsey? Yeah, Bernsey was one of the guys that I text when this whole thing started about jumping on with us.
Is he not allowed?
Yeah, I think there's a light at the end of that tunnel.
There's an Astros fan at the World Series.
Knock. Wow. Yeah, I see Peterson. Sniper got him. Sniper. Yeah, dude. They've already got their game plan locked in on Chuck Moe. This is just a matter of time. Oh. Oh, shit. Chuggy gives up, and they've got to be rattling around down there in the bullpen. Got to be.
No. Nope. Nothing. No movement.
Bunt? I love it. I love it. He does make that catch tomorrow. We know why.
Wait, what?
Choi. So Choi makes that catch tomorrow.
Choi. Look at that. What a bunt.
Safety
What a
squeeze.
bunt.
Safety squeeze. Now, and just think about who did that. Think about what team did that. Sure, it's an NL team. Sure, they understand that that's a possibility in the game. But one of the most analytical teams in the game. Bunting.
Oh, hell yeah. Guess who just liked my tweet? You're never going to guess. Carlos Delgado. I love Carlos Delgado. Talk about gangster hacks. You ever see that dude, the 4-homer game?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Those were gangster hacks.
Swatting balls.
Yes. When he was with Toronto, I remember I went to a game when I was a kid and saw him take one of the most aggressive, violent swings I think I've ever seen in my life.
Bunt for a run. How about that? 1-0 small ball. Oh. How about that? How about that? Yeah. In Bueller's mind right now, it's 9-0.
I was literally tweeting that. 4-0 feels like 15-0 the way Walker Bueller's throwing the ball.
Hey! That's not outside. That's a strike. Going to need that to be a strike. Yeah, right now Charlie Morton just not crisp. And now that pressure mounts. Yep. Brilliant play. Brilliant play. Love it. Put the pressure on the defense, man. Ho! He's been tying up old Mook. Old Mook dog. Remember that shit? Kevin Cash, those wheels are turning. Wheels are turning. I got loud noise right here. No, never mind. Charlie's got to be smarter than that. 3-2, first base open. Not that you want to face the lefty Seager here, but spin it down and away. Here comes a slider down and away. Slider down and away. Oh, heater in. Why? 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 Nope. Can't do that.
This game is going to be boring.
Gentleman's sweep coming up. Well, Rays fans, hey, good news is next half inning, we're taking a rally flight. That's the good news. All right?
Ball game.
Yeah.
It's not great when it's over in the
That's
fucking.
what I'm tweeting. Way go.
I don't like that Mookie does the dugout celebration that he did in Boston. Come up with something new, you unoriginal fuck.
Oh, he's home now.
No,
He's home. That's a celebration for home.
no, it's not.
That was the pitch you needed to throw to Mookie. Knock, stolen bag in the same inning, Jared, in the World Series. Mookie Betts just continues to succeed in half innings of the World Series in another team's uniform. Incredible. Mookie Betts becomes the 1100th player in World Series history to record a hit and a stolen base in the same inning in a postseason game. Yeah, what's up? Is that a taco? Does that count for a taco? What are the stipulations on tacos for America?
What do you mean?
When you steal second, you get a taco. Oh. Yeah. Fuck yeah. October 28th. Chat. Can we make that a date? Oh, Joy, get up, son. What a play by Wendell. Had to make the throw on the run. Choi wants to make sure he's okay. Just a quality human being, even in the heat of the battle. Love it. Elevate. Choi. All right, rally flight, Rays. Let's go. Come on, babe. Hey. A lot of ball game, but we've got a lot of fucking meat on this bone. Don't get down and out. I don't want to see no fucking frowns in this chat. Let's go, bitches.
What was that last part there? Some sass there. Wow. There will be no rally tonight. This game is fucking over. What a waste of time. What do we got in the chat? He did sound like that. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? You have questions for my dad? can ask my dad questions if you want. Where is Bauer? I don't physically right now. I don't know. I haven't talked to him this week. I don't think. Let's see. Last time we spoke was on Sunday. So almost a week. I'm not bringing bad vibes. This game is just boring.
Come on, nobody wants your poopy pants attitude around here. Cheer up.
I'm not in a bad mood. It's just a boring game.
Well, you've called the Rays in 7.
No, I said Dodgers in 7.
You sure? The jewel. The only jewel I rip is, who will save your soul? Da, 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 da. Can we all agree on one thing right now? If American Idol was about just singing like a line, like not even the full hook, just a portion of it, I'm absolutely golden ticket going to Hollywood material.
No.
What? Absolutely.
No, I disagree. You can't sing at all. Even for like the smallest amount of time, you're bad at it.
I don't know. I feel like I got mad pipes for like 4 to 7 lyrics. That's just me though.
I don't think so.
I feel like I can really blow, Jared.
Yeah, you get mad pipes.
Four punchy. 1 walk.
You know what? We're just gonna have to find a karaoke bar on the Spikes Up tour next year.
Oh. They need a karaoke band bar. Like, oh, you think you can play guitar? Go for it.
Go for it, dude. Who would ever go to that bar?
Me, because I would end every set smashing the shit out of the guitar. Do a fucking power slide across the stage, assless chaps. Woo! Crush the whammy bar, overhead guitar slam. You could fucking sell tickets to my power slides.
They should do that. You should be able to pay the bar like $200 to be able to perform and smash your guitar after. Set it on fire.
Set it on fire. That's what we need to do. Is we need to have we need to get some ball out. Need to get some libations flowing and take some guys to a karaoke bar. That's what we need to do.
Why don't we just bring a karaoke machine and do it on the Spikes Up tour? I mean, I guess we could, but like I don't perform without a crowd, really.
Oh yeah, you know what we could do? We could when we're back at our spot
Boondock?
for our live potty.
If we do a live show, but then we just turn it into a rock concert for no reason.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I know you guys didn't ask for this, but me and Dallas. I know that you guys are here to talk about and hear about baseball, but anyways, here's Wonderwall.
We've got something to get off our chest.
Jared clearly doesn't know how much guitars cost. I have 3. You could probably.
Oh God, don't walk into this right now, guy. Don't walk into this.
You could probably get like a Fender Strat for like $200.
You're my wonder wall. See right there, golden ticket.
What?
Golden ticket.
Oh, I would crush. I mean, I haven't decided like what song I would go with, but like it would either be like I would probably go Oasis or John Mayer, one or the other.
Oasis. Go to.
It'd be great too.
I'm a Bob Seger guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn the page. I will absolutely melt underwear.
Has anything that Walker Bueller thrown tonight not been like on the black or very close?
No,
Look
it's
at that.
go back. Like I honestly can't wait to go back and look at the pitch chart.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be nothing over the plate. Nothing.
Like there's just shit like that. Like when you look at stuff like that, it is so aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Like to see like that right there. That's an 90 mile an hour, just absolute blacked cutter. You have no shot at hitting if it was 0-2.
Yeah.
And that's the that's the first offering you see. And you're forced to do that. You're forced to expand your zone. Because that ball's fucking 3 inches outside. And he hit it hard.
I'm excited. I'm excited for my prediction to be correct. I mean, I'm going to be wrong on the... I'm ready. I'm prepared to be wrong in some areas, but not all. Do you have any questions for my dad, Dallas?
Hold on, where'd you go? Yeah, when was the first time that you put a baseball in Jared's hand or Jared brought a baseball to you and said, let's play catch. I want to play catch. What motivated that moment and what was it like for you? And what did you say to yourself when you realized just how much work you had ahead of you?
Well, it was, let's see, when did we move to 1986, we were born 89, so it was 1992 in an unfinished basement that I was blowing wiffle balls by him until he hit one that hit me right where you think it would have hit me. And then I thought maybe I have something there.
You might be working with something. This kid might have an opportunity. What were you like? So at that point in time, you're what, 4 feet away or so?
2.
What was that fateful day? What's the date again, Jared? I forget.
6504.
6504. There you go. 6504. What was working for Jared?
He wasn't there.
Oh, he was. Oh, see,
My parents weren't there.
We
the plot thickens.
They were in Rhode Island. I don't know.
I thought we had to go.
It's something to do with my sister was more important that day.
Yeah, like she was graduating.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was succeeding in life.
Yeah. She was doing it big.
But good. What was the single greatest day that you could remember of Jared on a baseball field? Like, I mean, maybe it wasn't a perfect game in the big leagues. It's not like, I mean, but I'm sure there was a day, there was a moment. What was the proudest moment? He could have went 0 for 5, but really carried himself well after the game. You know, what was the proudest Papa Rocket moment that you can recall?
I think it was the first time some chick flashed her boob
Yeah,
at him.
that's right.
I think that was my proudest moment at that time.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
I love it.
Mhm.
I love it. Kids got talent.
Yeah, that was the start of the rocket.
Mhm.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
That is wild.
Mhm.
True
It's a
story.
family show, Jared.
It's a true story. We're just spitting facts.
Where was this at? I'm gonna need I need this story. We can change names and locations and times of places to protect the innocent, of course.
I mean, there were just a lot of enthusiastic ladies that used to come see the Rocket throw heaters.
So is this would this be, obviously it's probably an older crowd. So now we're thinking, is this in your Legion days when you probably shouldn't have been playing on the team you were playing on?
No, it would have been the either the Cape Cod Cubs or the whatever the hell we called ourselves, Mets.
That's the team you were on?
So this was the New England Baseball League. This is where I told you when you were like, "Oh, did you play college baseball?" And I was like, "No, I didn't play for a college, but I played against college players in a summer league for college players."
This is that league.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say the start for the Red Sox when I was like the first time I ever pitched and I just started like carving everyone up. They were calling me the Phenom. I was like, you can't call me the Phenom. That's the Undertaker's nickname.
With all due respect.
Right.
Was that the birth of the 1-1 splitter?
No, that came later.
Hey! So this is where, remember when you were bitching about Glasnow being left in?
Yep.
You notice what's happened?
Yeah.
So
It's about the same inning.
but this is, and again, if you're the Rays and you approach the game the way you do, this is why you're doing what you're doing. So he's on the phone now because we don't want to, because the difference between him getting these next two outs
Oh, wow.
here within about 7 pitches or so, or 10 pitches plus, you don't want to do that.
But Glasnow felt different. Like Glasnow, it felt like he was losing control of the game, whereas I don't, despite the score, don't feel that way with Morton.
Well, so what I'm getting at is now, after these last 3 pitches here, this outing is venturing into laborious territory. It already is, because we're going to be nearing the 100 pitch mark and talking about trying to get through 5 innings. He's out of the game. That was Cash coming out. So not going to happen. And there you go.
Are all 5 of those earned?
Yeah. And that's why I started that conversation, is because I feel like Kevin Cash might be feeling what I think I'm feeling. And if there's going to be a bullpen day at any point, or if we're going to be in a spot to where we're going to need all hands on deck, I can't let Charlie Morton throw 110 pitches right here. 112, 15. I can't do that. Got to get him out of there now. Crazy. Crazy.
Dallas is super far behind because he has Comcast.
Jared's very. I paused it for Jared, like the good guy I am. Caught him up to speed. Yeah, what sucks now is it feels like the game just slugs along.
Oh yeah, no, this is gonna take hours. This is gonna take hours from here until we've decided a victor. It's 9:35 right now. I have this game 11:43.
Okay, 6:30. We're in the fourth inning or the fifth inning.
Should probably get
Yeah, another hour and a half, easily.
drip.
Habib. We're about to see if just how real Gaethje on the ground is. We're about to see that. That's it, right? That's what we're about to find out. And he's going to smother him. And Habib is talking about taking him into deep water, going to drown him. Oh my God, dude. Like, and sure, lip service from other guys, not from Habib. I'm sure you've all seen the highlights and you've seen the clips of him talking shit to guys during the fight in their most vulnerable positions, and he's running his mouth to them. You don't do that. Like, how many of you have tried to run your mouth during a jog or something like that? You're not what? You want to talk during a jog? It's like you ever watch you know who Cameron Haynes, David Goggins are? A couple dudes who are fairly intense individuals, but they run a lot. And they're always like just dropping knowledge and shit during their runs. And it's like, you're just having a full-blown conversation while you're running 20 fucking miles. You're insane. And that's what Habib is doing, just beating your face in and telling you that it's coming. But I mean, Gaethje, his I think his opportunity is to catch him standing. Did not find my daughter a bed. And do I hunt? This year will be the first year that I go on a licensed legal hunt. Not that I have hunted illegally in the past. I have not. I just meant like I got my license and I'm good to go. Here in California, I want to get into big game, man. I want to go pluck me an elk. Get off that beef life. Look at all these arm angles. It's pretty cool. I've been to Alaska. Fished up in Alaska. I want to move to Alaska. Tell you right now, when it's all said and done, if I can see my neighbor's chimney smoke, we are too fucking close to each other. Belly, what do we got? Does he bust it wide open here? Wide open? Boom! Gun. No bow. I got a crossbow. Yeah, so real quick, that Rays release point layover, I know you guys think that like that's just a cool graphic or whatever, but when they talk about advanced analytics, teams who do their due diligence genuinely consider what the hitter is looking at and what they're seeing because they know what each guy's stuff actually looks like coming in out of the hand. And if you know what each guy does well, meaning each guy you're facing, and you know what each guy you have in your bullpen can do and what it looks like, you have guys crunching those numbers, swing plane of your opponent, heat maps, all of that information. And now you start to match up your bullpen and guys who throw pitches that execute well in those cold zones of those heat maps. And you identify those individuals in your bullpen as positive matchups for your opponent. So when you hear analytics, there's much more than just an advanced statistic, like an advanced number. They are actually looking at how many times a Bellinger is seeing breaking balls from their righties out of these potential 3 arm slots, which would be this window. Are they having success in this window? Are they not? Velocity, movement. Where can we win?
Hey, Dallas.
Sup, bro? You good? What'd you do? Get a little quaff on?
Yeah, dude. How's it look? Shit.
Jay Hads, hunting can't be boring. You're talking to a fucking guy who fished my entire life. And I'm not talking bass fish. I was a bait fisherman. Hey-o. What do we got? What are we talking about in here? What did I miss?
What did you miss?
I don't know. Favorite color, Starburst. Ready to go.
Is pink the one that everyone loves or hates? Loves? And everyone hates yellow for some reason?
Yeah, so I got a theory on how to approach these things. I always opted for the yellows.
I like yellow and orange.
Yeah, I always opted for the yellow. So I always opted for the yellows and the oranges because nobody else wants those.
Right.
And you just get those all day. They're like, yeah, do you want them? Yep. So if I just train myself to like them, we're good to go. I used to do this with Jolly Ranchers in the dugout. You take 2 Jolly Ranchers, press them together, and then
I'm a big press them together guy too.
take 2 Jollies, press them together, and then stuff
I do that with Skittles.
Stuff that in your chaw, and then wrap that. Oh, bud.
Hell yeah.
And you start milking that thing from the inside out. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Troy, come on. Troy hits a homer. Troy hits the homer. You have to lick your nipple on this stream right now. Say yes. Say
Well,
yes.
What? What's a bet?
You're licking your nipple if Troy hits a homer.
All right, deal.
All
right. Yeah, he has a good game going. Last time the Dodgers took a 2-1 series lead in the World Series was
1988.
1988. What was it? What was it like in 1988? It must have sucked living in a world that I wasn't in.
I was just waiting for you to show up.
Yeah, I got there.
'88. I was 6 years old. Come you, Troy.
That was a good part of the pod.
What?
You being a simp.
Oh, fucking doors off. Drink, heater up, fuck it, double down because it was Troy. We wanted him to go deep and he didn't. So we're gonna wear it. We're gonna. So you know what? Fuck it. Just drink your beer. That is just.
I think I'm gonna hit on my double digit punchies. That was 6. Feels like way more.
How many? He's
He's got 6.
How many pitches is he at?
57.
I just
Any new memorabilia additions? I'm working on a custom piece. It's taking a little bit, but it's gonna be sweet. I think I talked about it on a prior stream, but I'm getting still shots from the clip that Bregman hit the homer off of me. I'm doing like 5 still shots from that video, and I'm framing that with the bat that he used to hit the homer, and he signed it, and then he inscribed rocket launcher underneath it. So I'm framing all that together.
I can confirm that tomorrow we will see the shirt.
What shirt?
The Saturdays are for the choice.
Oh, you got it? Or you're receiving it tomorrow?
No, apparently I'm not getting one. Apparently that one's not in the mail. But we will see it revealed. Let's go, Margot. Come, Yale.
Why are you happy?
Let's go. Chip it away, Carabas.
Why are you happy about that?
Because I'm here for the Rays fans. I want the Rays to win. I've made it abundantly clear that I want the Rays to win. I picked the Dodgers to win this series. So
But you also picked the Dodgers to win this game.
Yeah, but I want a ball game. I'd like a good ball game.
You're all over the place. This guy picked the Dodgers to win the series, picked the Dodgers to win Game 3, and he's rooting for the Rays in Game 3 when Walker Buehler had a no-hitter going.
Just don't want to get this going.
Just hippie logic. Do you have a baseball with you?
Yeah.
Show me a cutter grip.
show you after this pitch. So this is your four-seamer? Four-seam fastball?
Yeah.
And then you can tighten it up on the horseshoe and then turn it.
Okay.
And now that ball is just coming off this finger right here, this middle finger.
So like the pressure's on the middle finger?
Yep. And I'm just splitting the baseball.
I've never thrown a cutter in my life. That's the type of shit that, like, when you're in high school, like, you should have, like, if you have guys that are pitchers, like, sit down with them and be like, all right, what do you got? All right, like, did you try this grip? Like, it might move more if you do this. Have you tried throwing a cutter? Like, here's how you throw a slider. Like,
dude, so I've done a lot of work with college guys, and even then, like, they haven't fooled around with like multiple two-seam grips. That was disgusting.
yeah, like, no one ever showed me how to throw a changeup. I had to, like, figure it out.
Yeah, and so, like, how much does that differ from a sinker grip? So I threw my sinker like this, or two-seamer. So you see the seams of the baseball? I put my fingers right in the middle. And then my thumb placement was under the ball.
So your fingers aren't even on a seam?
No.
Or no, index is on a seam?
No, they're in the middle. They're basically, the fingers are impressing onto the leather of the ball and then dispersing against the seams. So pressing down and then pressing out against the seams. So I'm not on them, I'm inside of them. Inside of them.
What level were you at when you first started
of
to
them.
throw a changeup and had a feel for it?
Changeup was in high school, and I threw a palm ball. I didn't throw a circle changeup. I didn't throw the changeups that I threw once I got to pro ball. That's just fucking filthy. So I just put the ball all the way in the back of my hand like this and threw the piss out of it. Same arm action, same everything. And I just had, like, for whatever reason, I just had the ability to throw everything like, oh yeah, throw it there. Okay, I could throw it there. Throw it there. I could throw it there.
The changeup just felt
so
so unnatural for me. My hands weren't big enough to, like, feel comfortable with it.
Well, that's why they call it a feel pitch, because you have to, like, genuinely develop a feel for the ability to manipulate the ball in your hand. And, like, to the point of the sinker, what I was going to say about the thumb positioning is you start to move that thumb. So, like, you want more run, you want more side-to-side movement on that ball. You might move your thumb up a little on that baseball. You use it as a rudder. And now you want maybe more north to south. You can, I mean, and a lot of guys don't do this. You can get under there and hook that seam. That's going to reduce the velocity a lot, but that can help you with some north to south.
Yeah, I mean, maybe now, I mean, obviously, like, Florida, California, Texas, but, like, we weren't seeing sliders or anything up here. Like, that's just not something that kids were breaking out.
Oh yeah, no, when when we were in Little League, like, that was the talk. Like, there, like, the Little League that we always battled with once we got into TOCs, Tournament of Champions, was Murata. And it was like our Little League and their Little League and Tracy Little League were the leagues that you were going to have to go through if you were going to do work. And once you got there, like, these boys had breaking balls, man. These boys had absolute hammers at 12 years old.
Well, yeah, that's what we saw in Cooperstown. And we just
Yeah.
got fucking ragdolled by.
Hey, come Robbins. Hey. 2 out, Knox. Get you to heaven. Vamos, Willie. Vamos. Let's go. Hey, that couldn't happen to a better guy right now. Why? He's the pulse of that team, man. The heartbeat. Energy. And he's hitting like fucking 170 or whatever, right? Not doing well right now. A little bit of a struggle. So anytime that guy that can be the shot of energy that the team needs comes up big, and that's coming up big.
How pissed do you think he is that he got beat on a pitch that wasn't the four seam after the way he's been throwing the piss out of that all night?
Yeah, but he just absolutely undressed with that same pitch down and in. So he's feeling it. And that's part of pitching. Is if that's what feels good to you right now, like you've just thrown that pitch and it felt good and you're repeating it, and he's going to go to it. And it could be a combination of Murata Little League here, TD guy, Murata, sup? What age do I suggest young players learn how to throw a curveball slider? I would honestly say around the 14, 15. And the reason I say that is because I feel like that's probably the age when kids are starting to be able to repeat motions with some sort of consistency. Like, and you've all witnessed this. Think about how many Little League games maybe you've watched, how many games of catch you've seen occur between two Little League players. Say even the best Little League players that you've seen. How often are they repeating their arm slots and their release points? Not very often. Definitely not 9 out of 10 times. Definitely not every time. So that's something I think about is when you talk about stress on the arm, stress on joints, I think about the ability to repeat movement. And until you are athletic enough to be able to repeat certain movements, then maybe certain things just aren't for you right now. But how are you going to get there, right? Where you're like, well, how am I ever going to know that I'm ready to repeat movement or that he's ready to repeat? Sure, you mix it in. But if you just find it to be like, you're trying to mix this in at 11 and 12 years old and you see that he or she just cannot do it,
Dude,
we don't beat that horse. What?
they're doing the stand up for cancer and someone had the dude on his card.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got leukemia, is it maybe?
The Big Lebowski?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Fuck you, 2020.
They did that at the All-Star game in Cleveland, and we weren't cool enough to get pens. We were way up in the fucking nosebleeds.
Yeah, we had the placards. Yeah, see? Rally flight for Willie. Does that mean we can take another rally flight next half inning? Raise fans? Show of hands? Wheels up! Rough and rowdy. I got this guy winning right now. The guy walking out with a man bun. I got man bun cleaning house. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got man bun absolutely doing work right now. I mean,
what's the Halloween plan this year, Dallas?
can't tell you.
Are you guys gonna go trick or treating? What's the plan?
Well, obviously we have to be responsible. But actually, check us out. I'll send a picture to Bryn. Found a house in the neighborhood who does it way better than we do. But yeah, the Ninos, we're gonna dress them up. Let them walk around. I don't know that we're going to be doing the door-to-door thing.
I love Halloween because I'm a horror movie guy, but Halloween forever now will be the anniversary of the parade.
Oh, shit. Mopped up. Trying not to chew in the microphone. Forgive me. I'm not being quiet. Just don't want to chew in your guys' ear.
What are you eating?
Starburst. I just went
Oh,
pink and yellow. What's the it starts with a B. This horror movie. The
Babadook.
Yeah, the Babadook. There it is. Oh man.
I'm gonna that's one of my bucket list items. I'm gonna write a horror movie someday.
I want to be in it.
Probably cast you.
Willie. They needed that, Willie. No chicharrones away. I feel like Human Centipede. Is that a horror movie? No.
Yeah. Danny Trejo. He'd probably do my horror movie.
The Machete.
That's gonna be my. I'll do that when I'm in my 40s.
I eat ass. Is that what that says on this guy's chest?
Where?
And that chick in the green hair is like, yo. So just taking a look at what your chest says. Baseball horror, cross genre. Yeah. That's how the beginning of Mr. Baseball started. Fucking nightmare. Oh. Just missed. Where do I rank bench warmers? We're in the trust tree here. Never seen it.
Me neither.
How about this? So funny you say that. I'm going to send Bryn another photog. Bryn, you ready? You got multiple photogs coming your way. All right. And then, hold on. Just one moment. All right. Boom. And boom. And boom. All right. I've sent 2 photos to Bryn. For those who asked about Halloween, Jared brought up Halloween. Uh-oh. That way. Hit it that way. So this is the house. This is the house that I was talking about. We were cruising on a little scooter ride the other day, me and the Ninos, and we found this house that does an incredible job on Halloween. Oh, popped him up. Mr. Window. Popped him. But there's like a I don't even know how tall this skeleton is. It's massive. Absolutely massive. So we stopped, took a picture. They
When
need
I
to-
see the video of the new movie theater seats, I've never gotten more like replies from big leaguers on any tweet or video in my life.
What are they happy? They happy about your chairs?
Yeah, they're people inviting themselves over. AG asked if I had a room for him to move into. It was like Amir Garrett, Tristan McKenzie, Jacob Nottingham, Will Middlebrooks, Alex Young. That's gonna go.
They're trying to kick it. Mm. Oh, Karamis.
It's over.
So seriously, like is a gentleman's sweep? How do you feel about that?
I mean, my pick was Dodgers in 7, but I still think the Rays get another game. So I think as where I sit right now, probably Dodgers in 6. I think the Rays win tomorrow and tie the series. It's Arias in a bullpen game. I feel like the bullpen game for Tampa goes well.
That thing just backed up. You see how that dot in that replay went from tight to big?
Actually, you know what? I'm sticking with Dodgers in 7 because Glasnow is not going to have back-to-back stinkers. Well, Glasnow is not going to have back-to-back stinkers, but I don't think that necessarily means that the Rays win, if that makes sense. I think Glasnow pitches well in Game 5. I just still don't know if the Rays win anyway.
Scorched. Absolutely scorched. So that's that house on the corner, a couple blocks away, a few blocks away. This dude's got like 4 skeletons that high all around his house.
I love that.
It's awesome. But for my bench warmers fan, does this ballpark look familiar to you?
That's the one that you climbed out of I blogged about this park. That's the one where Dallas emerged from the woods and through batting practice and played catch with a father and son. It's right near your house.
And that is also the Little League park that Benchwarmers was filmed at. I got all kind of crazy shit that's happened around this place. The Charles Manson family ranch, you know about that. They've shot all kind of westerns out here. Bonanza. Really loving what they've done with the ring cards this year. Rough and Rowdy.
Did you see? Did you happen to see Grown Ups 2?
Oh, I haven't seen 2.
So Grown Ups 2, the football field that they play at is the Saugus High football field.
Really?
Yeah. Which is also the Saugus High football field is attached to the Saugus High JV baseball field. Also the Saugus Babe Ruth field.
Oh, shit. Are they going to hug again? No hugging this time. Did he tag him? I mean, I feel like he might have tagged him. Nope. He had to pick it first. Hell of an effort, though. Hell of an effort. Jared, what would you do if you had a guy like Mookie Betts on your team?
Probably win a World Series.
I mean, as far as like building around him goes?
Yeah, they built around him and then they won the World Series.
They built around Mookie?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Around Mookie. Mookie was the guy they built around?
Yeah.
Mookie didn't flourish?
Yeah, he won an MVP.
Yeah, no, but I mean, they built around him.
Yeah,
he was the centerpiece that they were building around.
Yeah.
He didn't just blossom into the player that he was.
Yeah, no, they built around him. He got called up in 14. In 15, they signed Pablo Sandoval and Hanley Ramirez to make a run. And then they signed David Price. And then they traded for Chris Sale. And then they signed JD Martinez. And then they won a World Series.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of free agent acquisitions.
Yeah, that's how you build around a guy.
Oh. This is where Justin Turner solidifies his MVP candidacy right here. This is where it happens.
I'll be honest. I don't think so.
I mean, he hits a fucking homer here. That's why I said the 7-game series, or if it goes to game 7, you have a hero. It's a different story. Oh. Oh. Everybody in the chat, you know that we're going to get free tacos together, right?
I don't think I've ever collected my free taco from a World Series stolen base.
Mookie's fed you twice.
Does David Price get a ring?
No.
You don't think he gets one?
No.
I don't know. I think he gets one. I bet you he gets one. It's the Dodgers. They haven't. It's there's no like rule. Like there's some teams will say like if you had service time at any point during the year, we'll give you a ring.
Yeah. Like, ring, yes. Like, I don't know what the revenue share is going to look like or what any of that's how that's going to break down.
Yeah, I don't think he gets a playoff share.
No.
But like first World Series title since 1988, they'll fucking give everybody a ring.
Yeah. So yeah, he'll get a ring. He won't get he wouldn't get a share.
But I mean, the players vote on that stuff. I could see the players voting him a share just because he's going to be there for the next couple of years anyway. I feel like it's a nice gesture.
Well, he would just turn around and fucking give it back to him.
Yeah, either that or he would donate it to the minor leaguers.
Yep.
He's not going to pocket that, but I could see.
Rally flight cerveza time, Carabas. I've got work to do for the Rays fans here. Because I care about good, clean baseball. I care about a quality game. On what? You got a question you want to ask me that you'd like for me to think about?
No.
Okay.
You'd feel guilty having a ring. I mean, I'm sure Price himself is probably like, I don't deserve a ring, but that doesn't mean that they won't give him one. I think they'll give him a ring, and if If the players vote him a share, I can see him donating that. He gave $1,000 to every minor leaguer in the Dodgers system. So we'll see. I'm sure if he gets a ring, he'd probably say that he doesn't deserve it. He's not the type of guy that'd be like, yeah, give me that thing. David Price is a good dude. Does Uncle Kurt still hate that I have a ring? Yep. He was mad about the ring. I never heard anything about the baseball card and the bobblehead, though. I'm sure he didn't like those either. I'm sure his baseball reference page would say 2-time World Series champion. I don't know. I know that Manfred loves this playoff format because it means more money. We did an interview recently. Who the fuck was that with? Oh, I think it was with Soroka. I asked him if he was down with this format, and he said more teams is good, but this is too many. I think he said like 12 is fine or whatever it was. Does my card say World Series champion? Yes, it does. I think it would have been cool to see Price in this World Series or this postseason run, just further driving the nail in the coffin that he can't get it done in the postseason. Him and Kershaw. But it's better that it's more about Kershaw, in my opinion.
That'd be great for those two to hand the ball off to each other.
Huh?
So that'd be great to have those two hand the ball off to each other.
Who hands the ball to who?
Price hands it to Kershaw. And it's symbolism in its purest and highest form. I've been there. I've got the monkey off my back. Here's your opportunity to feel that same thing. / this is your organization. You're the legend here. You deserve this moment. Here it is. And partly because he's had that moment himself, David Price.
I think it sucks that like Price, when it's all said and done, like he'll never truly have a home. Like he was just a hired gun from day one.
Like, I don't know. I wonder if he would feel like how much time did he spend in Tampa? 4 years?
6. I mean, it was like he got traded halfway through his last year of ARB.
There you go. Swing it, boy.
Or no, he had a year and a half left, right? Because he got traded. He got traded in 2013, so he was like half a season in Detroit, and then 14. No. Or am I? I think he had like a year and a half in Detroit. Got traded to Toronto for half a year. Free agent. He was in Boston from 16 through 19, and now he's in LA.
Yeah, and that's why I would think that Tampa.
I don't think because I remember he got traded to Detroit, and then I'm pretty sure that's when Verlander was kind of struggling, and I'm pretty sure Price got the opening day nod over Verlander.
So I said I almost think that Tampa would be a place that he might consider home.
I don't know.
Oh my God!
So he got traded.
In there.
Yeah, he got traded to Detroit midway through 14, and then started the year with Detroit in 15, and then got traded to Toronto for half a year. So, let's see, 2015 Tigers. Mm-hmm. 2015 Tigers. David Price was the opening day starter. New chair situation is fucking awesome. Yeah, that rotation, Price, Verlander, Scherzer, with Anibal Sanchez and Rick Porcello too.
Yeah, those three is ridiculous.
Those five. I mean, the Tigers had a rotation with 4 Cy Young Award winners at the same time.
I remember watching Max Scherzer. I think I was talking about this the other day. Throw in a rehab game. He was down in AAA. And he punched out 14 dudes in 5 innings. And I was just like, who in the fuck is this guy? And why is he?
Why is your volume so low right now?
Maybe because I'm not talking into the microphone.
That's definitely why.
I was thinking, who in the fuck is this guy? Ball down.
I would say
Stupid shit. Just stupid.
David Price's draft class, which would have been what, the 2007 draft? He was a 1-1.
Yeah.
That was the first year that I ever paid attention to, like,
Draft.
yeah, not so much the draft, but more so like college pitchers before they were drafted. Like, I knew about Price before the draft. Like, I had known about, like I remember when Pedroia got drafted in 2004 out of ASU because I loved ASU. So like I knew who got taken in the draft before that, but it was the first time that I was paying attention to guys pre-draft.
The baseball is just so different than any other sport. Because there's just not the instant impact factor that every other sport features. And that's what's crazy to think that guys like John Olerud.
John Olerud is a beast. He doesn't get enough love for the career that he had.
What's that?
He doesn't get enough love for the career that he had. Like, he was like, I don't know why. I mean, the name that came to mind now is Michael Brantley. But Olerud.
Oh, fuck.
Olerud had over 2,000 hits, right? Yeah, 2239.
Bueller, disgusting. They're going to let him roll? They're going to let him roll? See, like, honestly, I let him roll. I ride him right now.
I'll probably come by tomorrow.
Only day.
Huh?
Only day.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
All right.
Sleep well, Papa Rocket.
He's got the races tomorrow.
Oh, nice. $10Ks.
I got one more.
Yeah, right now we're splitting the difference. Carabas fucking Price has righted me on everything.
Looking pretty good right now.
I've got him going. He's at 91 pitches right now.
Yeah, he'll come back out. Fucking we talked about Jermaine Dye with Comcast Dave, how like he had a big last season and then was never seen from again. John Olerud, his last stop was with the Red Sox. He was 36 in 2005. He hit 289 with a 795 OPS, and that was it.
How many home? Well, yeah, well, OP. You said sub 800 OPS for a.
I mean, it was basically 800. It was 795.
I get it, but it was below 800, so I can say sub 800. Because that's my narrative when I start to go down the road.
If you're a dick, you can say that.
Well, how many homers did he hit?
He only played in like.
How many homers did he hit?
7.
Thank you.
Professional hitter though.
Great. But if you're not going to play a position, we're going to need you to do a little more. Because who was he splitting time with at first base over there?
Millar.
So there's your platoon. And how many jacks did Millar have that year? Look it up.
I would say 21 if I were to guess.
Do we have the little person brawl about to go down right now in Rough and Rowdy?
Kevin Millar in 2005.
At 18.
9 homers, 28 doubles. Hit 272 with a 753 OPS. Yeah, Millar, that was such a weird situation. I had never seen anything like it before, but I don't think I've seen anything since. But basically what happened was the Red Sox pulled some shiesty move to get Millar in 2003 because the Marlins had sold him to a team in Japan, but the formality was that he had to clear waivers before the Marlins could sell him to a team in Japan, and then the Red Sox claimed him. So that's how they got Millar.
Side note, absolutely love this dude on the mound right now. Love this dude.
Sheriff?
Would love to get him on the podcast.
Kevin Millar in 2003 hit 276 with an 820 OPS, 30 doubles, and 25 homers after being sent to Japan, but not really.
I'm going with the who wins this fight, Brady. I'm going with the guy who just walked in. What's his? I don't know his name. Not that guy. That guy. I'm going with the blue gloves. Ryan. Because Rhino came out with the cheapie. Oh. Wanted to touch. Oh man, you open up a can of worms there, man. He came out to touch gloves and then just laid. Are you watching UFC? Are you not watching UFC, D? Let's go. Oh. Come, Rhino. Come on, babe. Yeah. I don't know him personally. I mean, we've had exchanges. Like we talk, we DM and text and shit. I've never met him.
I forgot when I was listing players that responded to the video of my seats. The Patty Wagon was another one of them.
You trying to come post up?
Yeah. I mean, it's mostly the gamers. The gamers were bugging out about it.
Because they enjoy the view, the lights, the luminescence. Where's Liam landing this next season? Oh, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's crazy to think that LA might not be a player for him. Just kind of what's Kinley's situation?
He signed a 5-year piece going into 18.
So I mean, I'm
You
sure
know where it would be a nice fit for Liam Hendricks?
Atlanta, they got Melanson.
He made a nice little stop in Boston.
I mean, you guys, you're more than a Liam Hendricks away.
No, but we
So Walker Buehler done 6 innings. Like, where else could he go? Like, he's not. Boston's not spending that money on him.
what's he going to cost?
I mean, I feel like he's earned. Nice. Wow. No need to be. I feel like. Well, I mean, to Philly, ooh.
Philly needs bullpen help real bad.
I just feel like what he can provide and what he's willing to do, it's more likely that a large market team lands him. Because as far as the A's go, I think they just feel like he could. I don't want to say be replaced, but that's probably what they're thinking is hey, we've got a guy. I mean, Jake Diekman gave up 1 run.
Homer. Huh. Got another tweet about someone wanting to chill in the launching pad. Adam Jones.
Wants to come chill.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, AJ. Yeah, we got to get him on.
It's very funny. I'm gonna have to make a list. Adam Jones, Will Middlebrooks, Amir Garrett, Alex Young, Chris Paddock, Tristan McKenzie.
It's multiple sets of bunk beds.
A lot of bunk beds.
It's a lot of karate. What is going on right now?
You ever meet Will Middlebrooks?
No.
You'd like him. Oh yeah, Jacob Nottingham.
Who wins? Who wins the fight? Yeah! I was right. Hope you safely bet on that and responsibly bet on that in the state of Pennsylvania.
Barstool Sportsbook app. You know who we should get on the podcast this winter?
Tell me right now.
Carlos Correa. He plays for the Houston Astros. Good baseball player.
Great baseball player.
He's probably got a lot of stories to tell, and we could do like a cross promo because he has an MMA podcast too.
I'm an MMA fan.
Yeah, so we could talk about the UFC, Bellator, Rough and Rowdy,
All of it.
all of it.
I'd be more. Would you be more than accommodating, Jared?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the balls to have him on the Starting Nine podcast?
Here's the thing. I think I would love to have Carlos Correa on the podcast if we could talk about baseball. I know that he's a big MMA guy. I know he loves the caged human cockfights, but if you play baseball, I've got questions about baseball.
Yeah, I don't know how receptive one might be to those questions. To your specific questions. I'm sure they might.
Why? We're just talking about baseball.
Well, yeah, but sure, they might start out harmless.
Yeah. You think that there would be harm in my questions?
They might start out harmless.
Yeah. And then you could see them getting to a place of harm, is what you're saying?
It could be open to interpretation. It could be a matter of delivery. It could be a combination of both. It could,
Well, I mean, he's played in a lot of big games. Big game Carlos. And I've got questions about the big games that he's played in. Yeah. Isn't that what the people want to hear? The people want to hear about the big games.
Absolutely. So I think what you might run into, what you might find is that could be an interview where with it comes certain things you may or may not be able to talk about.
What do
would you be willing to be funneled into a direction is the question. Would the rocket being steered be something you'd be okay with?
You mean like if he said that there were certain things I couldn't ask him?
I'm like, yes, certain things you couldn't ask him, certain things that couldn't be talked about, whatever it may be.
Well, I'm not going to ask him about his personal life or anything.
Hey, I'm not the one to determine what you can and can't ask. That's why I said there may be.
We should have just, when they said that they wanted to do the podcast but only wanted to talk about MMA, we should have just said yes and then asked him about the scandal. Like, what is that going to do? Like, is that going to burn a bridge with them? Like, sorry, all right, whatever. And are they going to like tell other players to not come on? They're going to be like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. That could have been our Borat moment.
Like, honestly, what's the worst thing that could have happened? Like, they would have walked out on the interview and then it would have gotten even more play if they had just answered the questions.
Well, and it's almost, like how far does that not narrative go, but how far does one go to control the narrative? Like, are we signing an NDA? Like, this is what can and can't be released, blah, 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 blah. If you ask this, blah, blah, blah. That's why I said, like, maybe you don't know what those interviews come with.
Yeah.
I think it would be interesting.
It would have been interesting. I think we should circle back and say, you know what? Let's talk about MMA, guys.
This would have been a great time. The Khabib Gaethje fight is a big fight. I'm sure they'll be watching. They don't have a ball game.
No. I'd love to have Dusty on.
See, so you're getting a good look at the guys that the Dodgers are okay with running out there with this kind of lead, no leverage. So they need performances like this from their starters to not overexpose these guys. Walker Buehler, massive outing. Yeah, he did. Oh! Show me the side view. Come on. The lights out Bobby Lang is just laying hammers right now. Oh. 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 Oh.
Mike Fires? I think you said you would do it, right?
Your mic on? Pitching Ninja? Yeah, we get Rob on. Best road stadium to throw at? Detroit before they moved the fences in. Giant Stadium. Seattle. I think where else? I didn't mind Tampa. I like Tampa. Just a dark, dingy dungeon. Oh, what?
What? Sir,
It's damn near the entire ball.
if you didn't have baseball, what job do you think you'd be doing right now? I'd probably be on Spittin' Chicklets, to be honest with you. I was a big hockey guy growing up. Loved hockey.
Rebra. What's that? Who's that? Are you just saying that? Who's that to? What does that mean? Comerica is still massive, Nate. It is. Cassiani, didn't they move? They moved him in
Where? What park?
Comerica.
Oh.
Or am I thinking the Mets place? Maybe I'm thinking Citi Field. But I thought Comerica moved there. No, I thought Comerica moved left field in. Yeah.
Off-season hobbies. What do you got for me, Dallas? What do you think I should take up in the off-season hobby-wise?
Growing pot hydroponically. You're a homebody. It's perfect.
With his 10 strikeout performance tonight, Walker Buehler became the first pitcher in World Series history to record double-digit strikeouts in no more than 6 innings pitched. That seems crazy.
Dealing. Well, there it was.
I'm getting tagged a million times in a Paige Sporanic tweet because she tweeted, "Imagine trading Mookie Betts."
Oh. See, I'm not the only one who feels it, Jared.
I think Paige Paige's baseball takes, sometimes they miss the mark.
I feel like that one landed. That's a fair question.
It's more of
I did. Rebel Rouser. I did. I enjoyed it. You want to know why, if I'm being sincere and honest? Because it was kind of like a home game. Just a quiet baseball atmosphere sometimes. Timer, definitely not the raucous crowd that the vocal A's fans are. So similar maybe in population, environment, and experience, no. I think pitching at Texas Tech and pitching on turf always just had me geared to like appreciate the idea of a true hop, and I just had this thing geared in my head where turf was fun to pitch on because I knew my fielders were going to get a good hop, and if I could keep the ball on the ground, I was doing my job. Not that I was a ground ball pitcher by any means. Not. Weeze did hammer an entire garden yesterday.
Yeah, he did. That was wild. I'm triggered by Paige Sporanic.
Why?
I feel like it was a subtweet. I feel like she tweeted that because she wanted me to respond.
Have you not addressed this with her before?
We've had discussions.
So then I'm sure she made sure that, I mean, you follow her, she follows you, right?
We don't follow each other right now.
Oh, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So that's a cat. That's a cat and mouse. Wow.
I might subtweet her back. I might just tweet out, you know what sport's wicked fucking boring? Golf.
So, or you'd say, imagine playing a sport where players can't even be traded.
True.
Boom, roasted.
Roasted.
That nails her. There's no coming back from that.
Yeah. She'll cry, though.
Are we handing out right now in Rough and Rowdy the cabinet? This is fucking fantastic. How about that fucking bikini on the? How about that get up on the chick in the far left? The weed kini. Oh man. Oh man.
Ugh.
West Virginia. West Virginia. Oh. Oh man. Imagine golfing sober. I don't know that that's ever happened. Ever. Ever.
Jared, you should become a high school baseball coach so you can relive your glory days. I was briefly a baseball coach in high school.
Who did that to those poor children?
So this was what, 2013, around there maybe, 2012, something like that. And one of my buddies, former teammate, was coaching JV, and there was a brand new varsity coach, and the AD was like, "Yeah, that's great. Come down and help out if you want to do that. You guys can split the time coaching." And then uh, I was like going to the practices, working with the pitchers, and then the varsity coach was like, "Who is this guy? Like, no, like you can't be a coach. Like I get to make the decisions on all the coaches." And I was like you're the varsity coach. Like you're not the AD and you're not the JV coach. Like I would imagine the JV coach gets to pick who the JV coaches are. And I wanted to murder him because this was 2012. Now that I think of it, it's 2012 because I was at Foxwoods. I went to Foxwoods for the weekend, and I remember he was like, "Yeah, I'd love to meet with you." So I was like, "All right, cool." So I left Foxwoods early to go meet with this guy, and he was like, "Yeah, I think we're all set." And I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I think we've got all the coaches that we need this year." And I was like, you could have just fucking sent me a text or called me to tell me that. Like I literally drove an hour and a half for you to fucking say that to me. That was rip shit. And then he got fired at the end of the year.
Well, can you appreciate him wanting to tell you that in person?
No. I feel like
Because you could be sitting here going, and the fucking guy had the audacity to just send me a text telling me, "Oh, we're all good."
yeah, but like if the message is like we're set for coaches, like a phone call is fine. But like if you're saying you want to meet me in person, that gives off the message of like if this guy's going to be coaching kids that are eventually going to play for me, I want to know like who are you, like what's your deal, what's your background, like have like a conversation, like get to know you. Like that's something that needs to happen in person. But to tell me that you're all set, that's a phone call, text message type deal. But he got fired immediately, so.
So you're okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
You feel like you'd have been caught up in the coaching carousel there?
I probably would have fucking been varsity coach.
Oh, Choi. Fucking athlete over there. Get it done, Choi.
Someone won 25K on stool streams. Pretty sweet. I am very bitter about it. I actually forgot about that entirely until just now. I'm glad that he got fired immediately, though. If he was still there, I probably would like say his name and eviscerate him. But
say his name. Say his name. See, LA, no doubt, golden ticket for sure. I didn't just nail all those octaves. Rays, got to have you here. Got to have you. Tomorrow's going to be the Rays day.
I told you that.
If they win tomorrow, we better sell out of Choi shirts. We them choice. We them franchise choice. It is tomorrow. Tomorrow. Love you. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is only a day away. Oh shit! Is it too late for a rally flight right now with the raise up? Jared,
No,
I gotta Jared, for the people.
you got to do it. I think Dallas was sucking on some CL smoothies. The recliners are fucking fantastic. They're all power. Whoop. Look at that. They go all the way back. I can fall asleep in this fucking thing. Nice. I'll have a lot of nights up here in the off season. They get the LED lights, the cup holders. They got little laptop tables on them. That's what this guy's on. Little swivel table. Hey, Dallas. How are you?
Ascending.
Who's the one guy that you want on the podcast this off season that we've never had on before that's actually attainable?
I would say Flaherty.
Just an easy 101.
Effortless. Do athlete.
Getting those air miles.
What?
Getting those air miles.
Mhm.
Ken Griffey Jr. We were supposed to get Griffey like a year and a half ago, but it was like some weird caveat where like we could only talk to him about art or something.
Totally okay with it. Tell me about that masterpiece they call your swing.
Adam Jones just said, "Man, don't be inviting me. I'll show up with chips and dip." I wonder who his football team is.
The Ravens?
Is it though?
No.
Do you think you're aware that? Do you think Vladdy is aware of the brand you've built around his wagon? Yes. I think he is aware. I think that stuff gets passed around pretty fluently.
Rally flight not taking hold. Rally starburst. Shit. Well pissed, man. This is just a that was about as quiet and as easy. I mean, man. How about Austin Barnes?
Yeah.
How about Austin Barnes? Tip of the cap to that guy. Get the bunt down, hit the homer. That's lovely. That's baseball, baby. This is disheartening, Jared, if you're a Rays fan.
Yeah. Someone said, "What's the first question that I ask Barry Bonds if he's on starting nine?" That's an easy one. What do you think it is? I know exactly what I would ask him first.
Is it something about the Hall of Fame? What?
You know.
No, I don't know that I do, because it could be a wide range of things just because of who he is, what he's done.
Yep. Someone in the chat nailed it. You mean to tell me after 3-4 years of me commenting on every single one of your pictures, the same exact thing, that you didn't see it? You saw it. What did you think? What was your impression? Did you think I was a crazy person? Did you ever laugh? Did you ever think about blocking me? Did you think I was fucking with you? Did you know that I was a fan?
So you'd ask him if he'd seen you on his Instagram.
First question, yeah. You got to break the ice with it's different when you have someone on that you have a relationship with, but someone like that, you're not familiar. Like, you're not familiar with us. It's like, all right, I'm going to ask you a funny question because now you're going to know what the tone is of this interview moving forward, where it's not a gotcha interview. We're not here to get you to say things that you're going to regret saying later. We're not here to phrase things in a certain way to get you to implicate yourself or others. Like, we're just here to fucking talk about baseball, have fun, make people laugh, make you laugh, things like that.
That would ease him in.
Yeah. Someone said, "What did Jared comment on Barry Bonds' Instagram?" Every time that he posts a picture for like the last 3 or 4 years, he's the only person that I have post notifications on for. I comment, "You the man, Barry," on every single one of his pictures. Every single one. Unless it's a memorial picture, which he does post often. If it's like a memorial picture, I skip it. But any other picture, "You the man, Barry."
And I try to follow with a Barry Lamar Bonds. Just to low key lay it in there. Oh,
That's a good question. If Dallas had to interview A-Rod to get Barry on the pod, would he do it?
oh. If that interview came with no conditions.
Even if he agreed to that, would you ask like questions that would make him uncomfortable / want to like leave? Like, knowing that you could get more out of the interview if you if you only gave him softball questions.
Not intentionally. Not like I'm not here to throw a dart.
Yeah.
But I'm like, at some point in time, if I'm having a conversation with an individual, we understand that there's a level of realness that's going on here. And I'm going to ask you about that. Straight up. Oh my. That's fucking low paint. 101 black. But Oh. Big league debut postseason. Yeah, Zeus. He's already actually said that it was about gamesmanship or whatever. That he knew what he was doing. He did an interview with Big Cat and PFT. Oh. The hits just keep on coming. JT, what's the production look like in the postseason right now for this Doyers offense?
The Doyers.
God, just one day with 100. What do you do with that? How do you not throw everything around you as hard as you can? Like I would set every record for throwing shit as hard as I can. Why would Justin Turner be considered a fluke? Because he turned it on late?
You can't fluke for like 6 years.
I mean, just because what? Because he was released? Like that's.
So is JD.
So we're like fucking Liam Hendricks was DFA'd. Like guys just get that. That has more to do with the business side of things and your contract situation and roster construction, and that's what that has more to do with versus you just flat out not being good enough to do this anymore.
Who's the best player that a team just gave up on?
For me, I don't know if it's the best player, but the best performance that I saw, like I watched a guy named Todd Linden hit like 600, it feels like, in spring training one year. And they just, nope, we're good. Didn't break camp with the team. It was just over. I don't know.
Like I was gonna say,
Pirates and Garrett Cole.
I was gonna. Well, this doesn't. This is the wrong answer because it's not correct. I was gonna say Roy Halladay, but that was because the Blue Jays like sent him down to like fucking A ball. But that was to get him right, and then he became a Hall of Famer. That doesn't count.
Yeah, no, they didn't. That's the exact opposite of like giving up on him.
Yeah. The best player that a team gave up on. NL Comeback Player of the Year this year, Daniel Bard. Many teams gave up on him.
But is it giving up on him if he spends as much time away from the game as he did trying to get things right and then emerges back and has success? It's not necessarily giving up on him.
I think it is. I mean, teams were right to give up on him because.
So that's my point. Is that's not giving up on him. That's them making a decision. They moved on as opposed to gave up on him. Like,
oh, what about the Twins and David Ortiz?
Yeah, for sure.
The Twins and David Ortiz.
Tigers and Castellanos.
The Astros and JD Martinez. I mean, JD's got a pretty good case. Like the Astros were like,
Tigers and
nah. And then JD became like a perennial fucking 320, 40 home run guy.
What about the Red Sox giving up on Gratterall? What about the
No.
Reds? Is it fair to say the Red Sox gave up on Mookie Betts? Could you say that?
No.
Yeah, I know Castellani. That's why I was like, they didn't really give up on Castellanos. He wasn't coming back.
Yeah, the Sox didn't give up on Mookie. They traded him. That's
What's
different than releasing a guy. I would say they would have to be DFA'd or released.
I just want to check in on that.
No. Yeah, the A's and Muncy. That's a good one.
Like so crazy. I always forget.
The Red Sox and Pablo Sandoval.
Ah,
I mean, he made it to the NLCS. People forget that. I feel like there's someone that we're just not thinking of.
I don't know. I don't think so.
There's got to be. We're naming people that this is. Everyone that we've named has been in the last 5 years.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of people who've like gone away and then emerged in a different spot by virtue of like the team being able to just easily move on from them.
Oh, I got a good one.
Hmm.
The Tampa Bay Rays and Josh Hamilton. They had their reasons.
So you could say the Angels and Josh Hamilton.
No, because he didn't do anything after they let him go.
What do you mean he didn't? Nope.
He was terrible after the Angels. The Angels gave him back to Texas.
They still gave up on him.
Yeah, but he didn't like go on to become great. He was already great before that. My dad just texted me Babe Ruth and the Red Sox. I feel like that's not cool.
Oh, literally sold him. Literally sold him. What about
This isn't the correct answer, but
Monday?
The Indians and Gio Urshela. I mean, according to A-Rod, he's the best third baseman in baseball.
He's up for a Gold Glove.
Oh, that's a good one. The Orioles and Jake Arrieta.
Yep.
The Orioles and Jason Worth.
Yeah. Well, and then I mean, for that matter, is it giving up on them? They're not giving up on these guys. They're just Pirates getting fleeced. I was gonna say Glasnow. They're not giving up on that guy. Heartbreaker.
This
game fucking sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. This World Series kind of sucks.
I just really wanted the Rays to be able to fight back a bit.
The Red Sox and Fred Lynn is a good one.
Who? The Red Sox and Fred Lynn.
They just straight up, well, the Red Sox and Carlton Fisk, they just, do you know what the story is there? How he ended up with the White Sox? Has his number retired there?
No.
They just forgot to mail him his contract. They were going to re-sign him, and they just like forgot to mail him his contract, so he never got it. And then he signed with the White Sox, and now he has his number retired there too. He just went backwards. He had 72 instead of 27.
That hurts. Became a free agent by mistake.
Yep.
Gotta hate that. And then just what? Like they weren't able to couldn't pony it up. So they've had a history of this, Carabas.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Some would say you hate to see that.
Yeah, I don't care.
No, you do. Because it's a narrative that it feels like your organization's continuing to play out.
Here's one thing I'll say.
Tell me. Tell us.
When the Red Sox were unable to pay Mookie Betts and then eventually traded him to the Dodgers, I don't think there was a single person on planet Earth that was like, this reminds me of that time that they forgot to mail Carlton Fisk his contract. I don't think that comparison was drawn.
No, it just feels like you'd be doing your due diligence. That's all I was saying.
How long do you think that person kept their job for after that?
Mm.
Like, oh, whoops, we forgot to mail the contract to this Hall of Fame catcher that is a legend in Boston, 75 World Series, is going to have his number retired here, even though he didn't play his full career. He was the first guy that I think they broke the rules for. Like the stupid Red Sox had the dumbest rules for retiring a jersey number, and they just never followed it. The rules were, there was 3 rules. Do you know what they are?
What are you talking about? For the
To have your number retired by the Red Sox, there
Hall of
used to be 3 rules. Hall of Famer, yep.
World Series champion.
No, because then we wouldn't have any retired.
I don't know.
It would be fucking Pedro and Ortiz. That's it. You had to be a Hall of Famer. You had to play at least 10 years with the Red Sox. And you had to also retire with the Red Sox. And then they retired Johnny Pesky's number, who is not a Hall of Famer. They retired Pedro's number, who did not play 10 years with the Red Sox. They retired Wade Boggs' number, who did not retire with the Red Sox.
So they broke this rule.
Constantly.
Kinley feeling it on the 4-seamers. 93. Arozarena.
I think Paige Sporanic is flirting with me on the internet.
Oh, ball out.
She said, "You can use my shoulder to cry on."
Is that how you took that?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Kinley cutting it at 93 right now. Who is this guy?
I think she wants me.
That's what that says.
I'm back.
A pitch that I wish I had.
A fastball.
I wish I had a dirty slide piece. Just like wipeout. Like, I don't want to get dumb and tell you a knuckleball. Because how ridiculous is that to just feature a knuckleball? Because that would be ridiculous. Ooh. No, I want my Chaz roast light piece. I want just an absolute fucking meow. It's like I had to change it that I could turn over and make dive and go down. So I like that east to west. And Jansen is feeling it. Did he get him?
Oh, he got him.
Let's go. Let's go.
Say it, Dallas.
Arozarena. Let's go. And you know what I was going to say? Is because what it say? It was over 3 with 2 strikeouts, 1 for 9 coming into this at bat right here. So he's 2 for 10, 200 through the World Series. And that's unfortunately a meaningless homer, but you love it. God bless.
God bless him. Give me a home run call, Dallas.
I mean, you can't just
Give me a home run call, Dallas.
call that up. They're
Dallas,
losing. I can't do that. See, look at him. Even he's just leaning up against the. Oh. Get down. Get down for the man. Fuck. Oh. Well. I mean, this is brief. Bueller was phenomenal.
That's the record. Yeah, Jeets.
What?
Most hits in a postseason for a rookie.
Oh, yeah, there it is. And he just passed Seager for homers in the postseason with 8, right?
I think so.
All right, let's do this.
All right. Let me relocate to the pod room. Let me first recline this chair with the power button that it has.
Let me use my electric power button.
Yeah, let me shut my couch off real quick.
Yeah, Seeger has 7. A Rosarena just hit his 8th.
Can you tell me which number is greater? I almost just fucking thought we had to do morning wood. What day is it, dude?
8. No morning wood on the internet.
Morning wood is like real life morning wood is confusing.
Not at all. Not at all.
I wake up and I'm just like, wait, what?
But children come after that, Jared, just so you know.
Yeah, pass. I told you I'm into single moms now.
There you go. I don't know how into well, I mean, it all depends on where you catch them and when you catch them. They could be looking for a filler of the void, or they could just be looking for a little slap and tickle. What do we got? Is Jared about to pee on live stream? Jared is streaming in the stream. Yeah, Jared is absolutely looking for looking to be someone's stepdad. Jared, get your act together. We got stream questions popping. And don't forget to pull up your recorder. No, Javi, I'm going to answer that question on the stream. Hadley, I will burn your house down with you in it. Not really. I have to put that disclaimer out that. But you son of a bitch. It's one of my favorite lines in Black Sheep from Chet Stedman.
All right. I'm going to tweet this out so people know what we're doing. Let me. There we go. Lock that door so no one can break in and steal the tapes.
Make sure my dogs are up. Will do, hats. I will take care of them.
Oh shit.
Not as if they are my own, because they will be my own.
Upstairs.
And I will love them. Miguel, nobody believes you. Miguel, nobody believes you. Easy out. I've had too much to drink. Easy. That makes you and me both. We're doing this. My God. Walker Bueller is. It was thunder coming out your boy's hand tonight. I'm going to lip read A-Rod right now. He threw 59 fastballs, 5 off the plate. Obviously, the fastball, so we're going to change him as well.
I had my window open, Dallas.
And
someone across the way in one of the other units here. You could see a ring light. So I was like,
"Oh,
do we have other content creators in the building?"
Little late night collab.
Yeah. Be like, how do you feel about Randy Rosarena?
Late night collab in the lab. All right, remember, Jared, brief. This is brief.
Yeah, we're gonna let me tweet it out so people know what we're doing here. Starting 9. Quote tweet. Okay. Do you, Dallas Braden, have your recording set?
Sure do. I'm ready to roll.
All right. Let's pull that up and let's make sure that we have selected the microphone because we have done that before. I have done that before.
Thank you for clarifying.
Well, it has not had my microphone selected. It is selected. All right. So I am going to hit record right now. And I am recording. This is 206.5. You need to do a little clap here, Dal. Lead the way, please.
206.5 or 206.25?
206.25.
On clap. 3, 2, 1, clap.
Beautiful. Okay. Welcome back to Starting Nine.
Oh!
Episode 206.25. We are reacting to Game 3 of the World Series between the LA Dodgers and the Tampa Bay Rays. This game was, if you listen to episode 206, we threw out some predictions for what you could expect to see in this game. One of those predictions, both of us, Dallas and myself, that one held up pretty nicely. The other one, not so much. What do we mean by that? Walker Buehler fucking shoved. He shoved Dallas, and we knew that was, I mean, spoiler alert, he's a very good pitcher. You already knew that. So you knew that you were in for a nice little treat. If you weren't going to get it from both guys, you knew you were going to get it from one guy. And if you were going to put your money on which guy you were going to get it from, I think we would probably both put our money on Walker Buehler coming out and shoving. And one of the starts that we cited was his Game 3 start in the World Series back in 2018. He went 7 innings, 2 hits, 0 earned runs, no walks, and 7 strikeouts, I think. How did he follow up in his second Game 3 of the World Series start? Tonight, Dallas, he went 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 10 strikeouts, Dallas.
First pitcher in big league postseason history to go 6 innings and punch out 10.
That seems wild. Like, that seems like a fake stat. How is that possible? Of all the great pitchers that have ever made it to the Fall Classic, Walker Buehler is the first guy to go 6 and punch out 10. How?
It does. It seems very foreign. Like, you've had some extremely dominant arms in the postseason, and at no point in time has that. That's just insane.
When was the first World Series? 1901?
Yes.
Or 1904. Yeah, I think it was 1904.
Sure.
I know the Red Sox were established in 1901, but I also want to say that the Red Sox in 2004, it was the 100th World Series ever played. So I don't know how that works. Yeah. Anyway, not important. It's been a long time. It's been over 100 years that we've been playing this little tournament here, the MLB postseason, finishing off with the World Series. Walker Buehler, the first pitcher in Major League history to have a start of 6 innings.
Well, we said that this was going to have to be. I said this was going to be a hallmark start. Did I not say that?
Yeah, no.
I said this was going to be a hallmark start for Walker Buehler, and I don't know if a record-setting, if a historical performance, does that count?
I think it counts. Yeah, like if you're breaking out the record books, you probably be like, "Oh, that was a pretty good start."
Yeah, so that's exactly what we got.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what this Dodger team needed. And somebody asked this in the chat, and just to kind of keep it moving, is Kenley Jansen back? Is it safe to say? Is it sane to say? That wasn't a typo. because it's not crazy to think after the last 2 times what we've seen out of Kenley Jansen that he is, I don't want to say maybe back is a little crazy. Maybe it's a little not safe.
I think Randy Arozarena would probably disagree with that sentiment.
But is he featuring what you would like to see as opposed to what maybe you have seen recently from him?
No.
Yes.
Nope.
No. As far as stuff-wise, he's cutting the ball at
Stuff-wise,
93, 94.
Yeah, sure. But even in garbage time, which I don't know if you can call this garbage time, but the game was pretty much in hand. It wasn't a safe situation. You go to Kenley Jansen in the 9th inning, and if you're going to say that Kenley Jansen's back, let's just say hypothetically this was a safe situation, right? Or maybe, we're new age baseball now. You go to your best reliever, your back end, your bullpen ace. Maybe you go to him we saw it with Liam Hendricks against the White Sox. It might have been against the Astros. I can't remember. But Liam Hendricks got deployed in an inning. It was like the 6th, but it was like, this is where the game's on the line. This is the meat of the order. And the Rays don't necessarily have a meat of the order, but if there's one guy that you can't let beat you, it's Randy Arozarena, and he homered off Kenley Jansen. So, like, if the question is Kenley Jansen back? The stuff's back, sure. Like, he was throwing 94 his last time out too. So, like, the velocity's back, the cut, it's moving. But let me ask you what your confidence level is in Kenley Jansen versus, like, let's put it on 100% percentile scale.
I would say 60 to 70%. Just because he still has the stuff, and that's what you're looking at. And if you put him in those positions, things change. He's still a guy who is used to being in those leverage situations, feeding off the crowd, closer, game reliant upon his performance. So in that moment, quote unquote, garbage time, he's not only not motivated by the lack of fans being there, but he's also not motivated by the moment. And you're saying, really? It's the World Series. Well, he's been there, and he's been there in big moments, and he's also not had success. So if you're just looking at stuff, yes, it's something to be excited about because it's not everything that you saw prior that gave you the uncertainty of whether or not you even wanted to run him out there in a leverage spot. So now if you're working your way from, all right, well, the stuff looks like it could compete. What does he feel like? Well, you're now assessing a former closer who was, Hall of Fame trajectory maybe, and now he's in this garbage time situation. So it's still tough to take away what you think he might be able to do. I still think that the stuff, what you're seeing right here, gives you something to be positive about, because if you're getting starts like this out of a Walker Buehler, maybe you're going to get something similar to a Urias. Then Kenley is going to be used in situations where you're not completely reliant upon him and you're okay with it, especially if it's 94, 95 and he's given up a solo in a fucking 5-run lead.
Yeah. But I mean, like, that's already too much time that we've spent on Kenley Jansen. That's not the story of the night. The story of the night's Walker Buehler. And I guess another story of the night would be Charlie Morton. Austin Barnes, home run out of the 9 spot. Good for him. 9-hole power. We love to see it. But Charlie Morton having a sub-1 in the postseason and then giving up 5 earned is not something that either one of us expected. I don't think that anyone expected that. And did he have the best? I mean, he kind of flipped the switch in the postseason and it became godlike in the postseason. But this is a guy that had like a 4.5 ERA during the year, so it's not like he was phenomenal. Like, he was pitching well above his means in the postseason. So I guess he was kind of due to come back down to earth. Not the best time to come back down to earth when after game 1 you get your shit kicked in, and then game 2 the Rays are like, wait just a fucking minute, all you people that are switching your picks to Dodgers in 4, Dodgers in 5. Now we got a series that's tied. So to follow that up, I mean, you knew that it was going to be a tough night for the Rays offense going up against Walker Buehler, but I think a lot of us kind of saw or thought we were going to see a pitcher's duel where it was like, all right, let's have a dick measuring contest between these bullpens, and we know how good the Rays bullpen is. So were you at all surprised at Charlie Morton's performance? And how much of a backbreaker do you think a game like this could be for Tampa going into game 4, knowing that you're getting Urias for LA, who's been pitching very well this postseason, and you have a bullpen game? Is that advantage or disadvantage for Tampa?
Come on. I I don't care how confident you are in that stable to not have the just automatic go-to, and whether or not Urias represents that for the Dodgers, that's what he represents right now that the Rays do not have. And that matters. I don't care how confident you are in that bullpen. You want somebody that you can just, let's say it's even just 4 innings. Somebody that you can account for 4 solid innings, 5 solid innings. If you don't have that right here in this moment, then yeah, this is like because what I tell you at the beginning of this thing, 69, Jared, 69% of the time.
By the way,
69% of the time, the team who wins this game goes on to win the World Series. I told you that at the very beginning, which is why it was going to be a hallmark start, like I said, for Walker Buehler, because he was going to make the start that put the Dodgers over the hump. It won them the game that is giving them the opportunity to finally put it to bed. Regardless of where they may have been in the past in this scenario, they're here again.
Yeah,
Walker
I was
Buehler
watching.
made his start. What's
I
that?
was watching MLB Network before Game 3, and Intentional Talk was on, and it was obviously it's our guys Chris Rose, Kevin Millar, and they were talking about Game 3. And this was after we had recorded episode 206, where Dallas dropped the nugget of 69% of teams that win Game 3 will go on to win the World Series, and Chris Rose was like, and the percentage of teams that win Game 3, it's around 70% that go on to win the series. And I knew he didn't say it because he didn't say 69 because he didn't want Millar to make a 69 joke, because you know that he was going to do that. You knew that.
Love it.
Love Millar. I feel like that's another guy. We need to get Chris Rose on here too. They should come on together. I don't know. Would you want to do them separately or together?
I think they'd be better separately.
Yeah, I think so too. Chris Rose has some good stories. I mean, that dude, when we were at the Easton convention, there was one of the kids was like clowning him for his age and physical condition. And then Chris Rose was like, yeah, do a fucking push-up contest with me right now, and just murdered the kid. Kid was doing push-ups, he collapsed, and then C Rose just kept doing, he doubled them up. You don't want to come at Chris Rose under those circumstances. So we talked about Jansen, we talked about Buehler, we talked about Morton. The Randy Arozarena home run, which happened in the 9th inning, was not a factor in this game at all. Made it a 6-2 ball game. 10 hits for the Dodgers. This is Mookie Betts, 2 hits out of the leadoff spot. Turner went deep, 2 hits. Muncy, 2 hits. Drove in. He drove in a run? Yeah, he drove in 2 runs. Muncy drove in 2 runs.
Yeah.
So this Dodgers lineup is just relentless, especially when you got a guy like Austin Barnes hitting a homer out of the 9th spot. Is there any other performance from tonight that you wanted to highlight?
Just that bunt, the bunt play by Austin Barnes as well. And not only does it go to show that they are willing to do, teams in this situation are willing to move the game along, especially with what they have at that time, a 3-1 lead, and that safety squeeze put them ahead 4-1. Trade that out for the run, but you can do that with a guy in the lineup who also has the ability to pop the homer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the depth that the Dodgers feature. That's what I think we all sort of expected to be the difference maker, regardless of what the bullpen for the Rays was going to be able to do. I think we all felt like we were going to see them a lot. So is it advantage offense being able to get a look at these guys with frequency over this, 8-9 day period? Should it go 7 days or 7 games? So I think we're seeing the depth of the Dodgers offense right now kind of play out. And
yeah, I mean,
the play and the homer by the same guy kind of just highlighted that for me.
Yeah, the top 3 hitters in the lineup tonight for the Dodgers are hitting over 300 with an OPS over 1,000. So,
and where are they hitting in the lineup?
1, 2, 3. Betts, Seager, Turner. And then you got Muncy, who's hitting 364 with a 954. So he's right there. So your top 4 hitters in that Dodgers lineup are hitting north of 300 with an OPS at or around 1,000. Like so that.
The 9 hole for the Dodgers had a stronger game than anybody for the Rays.
Yeah. Well, unless you want to say that Arozarena at the end there kind of tagged himself in. to the
Hit a
conversation.
solo homer. Barnes hit a homer too.
Yeah.
And then
So
he
that's
also handled the bat well.
that's what we got for game 3. Again, bullpen game for Tampa. I'm assuming because Kevin Cash hasn't named a starter. Glasnow, you would assume, is going to go game 5. It's looking like it's going to be Urias versus the bullpen game. We don't know who's going to be the opener. You can probably expect to see Yarbrough get some at least 3 innings there. Maybe not to start the game, but he'll probably be the guy that gives you the most innings for Tampa in game 4. I mean, this series has gone about the way that I expected it to. Like, I think in terms of tonight, like we talked about how it was supposed to be a pitcher's duel and Morton gave up the 5 earned runs, but I think still a lot of us were leaning that this would be LA's game. But game 4, more of a wild card pick in terms of who do you think? Because I mean, you would say, like, it depends on how you phrase it. The Dodgers have a starter going that's pitched the shit out of the baseball this postseason, and the Rays don't have a starter.
And he's going to neutralize some lefties that you're looking to rely upon as well, or could potentially, right? You need Choi. You need Kiermaier. You need Meadows. You need Lau. You need those lefties in that lineup to do work, and you're about to stare down a lefty blowing 97 from the left side who's done a decent job, and that is not something that gives you a shit ton of confidence because, to my point, that's a guy the Dodgers are looking at going, yep, 4 or 5 innings. And the Rays are looking at it and going, okay, he's going to go 1. He's going to go like maybe 1 2/3. And then we'll be able to get this guy. Then Yarbrough will come in and he'll give us 3. And the Dodgers have already looked at the first part of this game and accounted for it, on top of accounting for neutralizing some threats that you absolutely need to step up if you're the Rays and you're going to give yourself any sort of longevity in this series. Otherwise, it's fucking Wego.
Yep. I have a name in mind. I've been pretty good with these picks, but I want yours first. If the Rays win game 4 of the World Series to tie this thing up at 2 games apiece, your X factor is blank.
I'm riding Choi. If he's in the lineup, I'm riding Choi.
Okay.
Absolutely riding Choi.
Because my X factor, Dallas, if the Tampa Bay Rays are going to win game 4 of the 2020 World Series, your X factor, your big name guy, the guy that's going to break out, and we're going to be talking about this individual after game 4. We're going to be like, that's the reason why the Rays offense got going. That's the reason why this World Series is tied. His name
Adames
is Manny Margot. That's the guy that I'm looking at in game 4 to have a big night at the plate in a relatively tight ball game. It's going to be a save situation. I don't want to say low scoring, but maybe like 5-3. You like 5-3? I like 5-3. 5-3 like Tampa. 5-3. Series tied. Manny Margot goes 3 for 4.
Oh God. I want Choi. To go.
I know you want Choi. I'm not saying Choi can't have a good game too. They can both have good games.
It's just that left on left.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I mean, he's due. He's due. We can open this up to questions from the chat while we wrap up this discussion. So get in your questions now from the chat. If you're listening to this on iTunes or Spotify tomorrow morning, which would be Saturday morning, join us for our live streams during every single World Series game. And then after the games are over, we do a mini pod recapping the games, and then we open it up to questions from the chat. Breakout candidate from the Dodgers. Okay, so if there's a breakout candidate from the Dodgers in game 4, someone that we haven't really heard a ton from, I think Jock Peterson is due to pop one in a big spot. I feel like that's a guy that has a lot of thump in his bat, and we haven't. It's been a lot of Mookie Betts. It's been a lot of Cody Bellingers, the usual suspects. I think Jock Peterson is due to have a big hit. Maybe it's not a homer. Maybe it's a double with ducks in the pond. But yeah, I've got Manny Margot for Tampa, and I've got Jock Peterson for the Doyers. Dallas?
I mean, does it feel like that like who's been disappointing in the Dodgers lineup?
I mean, in terms of like, it's hard to say disappointing because I feel like the guys that you needed to hit have hit, and the guys that haven't hit. I mean, like Bellinger, like we just highlighted Bellinger as a huge hit in Game 7, brought them to the World Series. He's hitting 182. He's got that 1 homer in Game 1. He followed up the NLCS Game 7 homer with the Game 1 World Series homer. Hasn't made much noise outside of that. So is it Bellinger?
I mean, I think that's probably an option. It's just like breakout is different than, because I feel like they've done their job.
Everyone has broken out. That everyone that you've needed to check in and be like, hey, I'm here too, they've done it at some point during this Dodgers postseason run. Like, there's no one that you're sort of dragging to the finish line here. Like, has there been sustained performance the entire way from everybody? No. But when does that ever happen in the postseason where a guy is just red hot for the entire fucking postseason? Like, that's not a normal thing that happens. So everyone that you need to check in at some point has been stamping their attendance card.
Yeah. And that's, I mean,
AJ Pollock.
Sure. I just think that even in spots, this is just tonight was the most purest example, and it's redundant, but the purest example of the depth that this team has that just makes it so suffocating if the offense is clicking.
Mm-hmm. I got a question for you, Dallas, that's not in the chat. I got a question for you right now. Do you have the balls to say that the Tampa Bay Rays won't win another game in this World Series? Do you have the balls to say that it's over and that this is going to be a gentleman's sweep?
Yes.
You do have the balls to say that.
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
That's how you feel.
Yep.
The Rays don't get another one.
Nope.
Wow. Wow.
Do you remember the text I sent between you, me, and Jay Hay?
Maybe. I refresh my memory.
Just says this series could be over before we reconvene next.
Oh, yeah, you did say that. Yeah. Wow. So Dallas has the balls to say that the Rays don't get another game. That is quite the call. I don't agree with it. But have to acknowledge the size of Dallas's balls here tonight.
Yeah, wheelbarrow size.
That is.
I just think this offense has really started to feel its way, really started to find its way in terms of, like you said, who's clicking, top of the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I asked you that question is because you've got to start the party. Table needs to be set. Those guys are performing. And then the reason I reinforce that statement with what the rest of the guys in the lineup are doing is they're getting their jobs done. Other guys are in position to allow those jobs to be successful by virtue of productive outs. And what have I been telling you about the Rays offense as opposed to what the Dodgers have shown to be able to do? And that's build innings.
Yep.
And that's why I feel like this is, at this point, with the pitching the way it is unfolded, today was your next best option. Look, yesterday they had to win, they did. Today was going to be their chance to buy themselves time. Didn't happen.
Did not happen. Will has a question. If Game 5 is the potential clincher for the Dodgers, do we see Walker Buehler out of the bullpen? That would be what, Sunday?
Yeah, what's today? Friday?
Yeah.
Maybe.
For an inning.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a bullpen day?
Correct. And again, it all depends on how heavy of a workload
what's the
situation?
situation?
Going.
Yeah, what's the score? Yeah.
But yeah, because that would be Walker Buehler's last bullpen of the year, right?
Yeah. Yeah. This is a good one because we had this discussion on the stream as well. It's only been 3 games and there's no real answer to this question. If you had to determine an MVP of this World Series right now, who is it? I'm not saying forecast like when the Dodgers win or if the Dodgers win, who's going to be the MVP? Like, who has been the MVP of this World Series so far?
Is it not Mookie?
Yeah, I mean, he's created havoc on the base paths. Like, even if he has the one homer, and I know that like OPS is sexy. Like when you're like homers and OPS are for determining an MVP of a series. But even when he's not homering, he's hitting rockets back up the middle. He's swiping second base. Even when if he walks or gets a base hit, he's on second base. Like everything is automatically minimum a double when Mookie Betts is on. He's turned into fucking Ricky Henderson in this World Series. It's 1989 all over again.
So I like Mookie.
Seager's right there. Seager has a case, but I feel like Mookie's the sexy pick. So yeah, I would say that you'd probably not be wrong if it were Mookie.
I mean, and that's why I was kind of rooting for Turner to come up big there with another knock, because I feel like that could be the cementer for him if he has a good game tomorrow.
Yeah, Turner's got an 1126 OPS, Seager a 1238, so he's leading the way, and then Mookie a 1012. But it's
Mookie,
not all about
bags?
OPS.
How many bags for Mookie? 4?
4. I mean, you had 2 tonight. He's still 2 in 1 inning in game 1.
And
I think you went 0 for in game 2. So,
yep.
Yeah. I mean, this is
Gentleman's sweep coming up. You heard it here.
It's going to be a tough pill to swallow if that's the case. And
I can't wait to get your thoughts.
It's not that I'm rooting against it. I'm just saying it'd be a tough pill to swallow if that's how it ends up being, and the Dodgers win the World Series, and it's not much of a competition, and Mookie Betts is the MVP. Like, I'm probably not going to look at Twitter the next day. Well, it's going to be an off day. It's if the day after the World Series is over, guess what? I ain't got shit to do.
Because this somebody asked this, not famous. If Kershaw shoves game 5, is he MVP regardless of how well Mookie Seager do? I won't say regardless of how well Mookie Seager do. We're going to need a gem out of Kershaw. And
yeah, like it's going to have to be like extra inning, 3-3 ball game. And
he's going to have to go. I mean, like shut or 1 and dominate for 8.
It's going to have to be like what he did against the Brewers. 8 shut. And even still, what does Mookie do in games 4 and 5? We don't know.
No to the regardless factor. So
yeah, like Mookie has the chance. Like it's his to lose, I think, at this point. So yeah, take a couple more. Are you gonna wear a Mookie Betts shirt if they win it? I made a bet with a Dodgers fan on Twitter when the Dodgers were down 3-1 to the Braves. I can't remember her name, but she said, if the Dodgers come back and go to the World Series, will you wear a Mookie Betts Dodgers jersey? And I said yes. And if they didn't win, she was going to like donate to like a charity of my choosing or something like that. The Dodgers did win, and I gave her my address. So I'm waiting to see if she's going to send me the jersey. But I mean, regardless of if the Dodgers win the World Series or not, I will have to wear that shirt and post it. I will post a picture of it. I'm a man of my word. So that's going to happen regardless. Yeah, that'll be. I'm sure the internet will act accordingly when that picture hits the internet. Alma, that's her name. She is sending it. Okay. Shout out to Sarah. She's the one that has a Stay Hot Rocket tattoo on her forearm. She's one badass. She's a badass woman. Do we get this is the last one from Matt. Do we get another 10 punchy performance? And if so, who is it?
From Kershaw? Is that what we're asking?
Could be Glass now. Why not?
Could be.
It's not going to be in game 4. So if we're looking at a clincher in game 5, like your options are, I mean, it's not going to be. Yeah, if you're looking at game 5, it's going to be Kershaw versus Glasnow again. So it's going to be one of those two guys.
I want to say yes because I want it because you know I'm the romantic here.
So you think it's going to be Kershaw in game 5?
Give me Kershaw with an even 10.
I feel like we could see that.
Kershaw
All right.
with an even 10 through maybe 8. Yeah, hopefully 7+ maybe.
Yeah. What do you mean, Sarah? I did give you credit. I shouted out Alma and I shouted out you and your tattoo. I gave you double credit. All right. Thank you for watching the stream tonight. Thanks for tuning in to the live podcast. Thank you for listening. If you're listening on Saturday morning before Game 4, it's going to be a good one. I think it's going to. I'm calling the Rays in Game 4. I think we're going to be looking at a tied World Series going into Game 5. Dallas does not agree. He's got Rays and he's got Dodgers closing this thing out in 5 games. Gentlemen sweep. Rays don't win another game. I don't feel the same way. I think Tampa makes this thing even. I think we go into Glasnow Kershaw in Game 5 with a tied World Series. It'll be fun. It'll be fun either way. Hang with us through the end of this World Series. Tune into the live streams. Make sure you tell your friends if they're big into baseball. Check out the Starting 9 podcast. We appreciate you guys for hanging with us. Dallas, any final thoughts?
No final thoughts. Just shout out to Walker Buehler. 11 straight playoff starts with 6+ strikeouts. That's a major league record. 6 innings, 10 punch-outs. That's a record as well. Incredible job by the young Hollywood Heater.
All right. We'll be back Saturday night. More streams, more podcasts. We'll see you then.
We out.